So, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yorbledy horbledy.
Alright. So, last time, the party had a pretty good rest for the first time in a very long time, except for George. And
George does not get to rest.
he is forever awake.
Yeah.
And once they woke up, a lot of things happened, really.
Yeah.
Vlad had decided himself to stay on the Arkwing for a while. Lucas received a quest for materials to make a weapon that he himself wants built. George helped the settlement as much as he could, mostly with just building. Lucas helped as well, but...
I contributed!
Yeah. Probably not as much as George working all night. Nancy wanted the location of a naval base after learning about what a submarine is from George. Like, immediately. No hesitation. It was just, oh, that's a thing? I want it. And after a small...
Like fun.
Huh?
Yes, it sounds like fun.
It wasn't.
And after a small altercation with the vertebrate pilots, the party found out that Timothy essentially just wants all of the vertebrates grounded for a while. And he's only sending them out for about 50 miles away from the Arkwing.
Mm-hmm.
And the party needs to find its own way to get to the naval base, which is a pretty far distance away.
Also, don't we only have like 3 days left till the big attack?
Do we?
We've got like 5.
Okay.
And it's not a big attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the deadline until Timothy knows what the fuck the plan is.
Okay.
That was the delay. Timothy basically said, look, we need to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
Alright, so we got 5 days until we have our next guaranteed objective.
Yep.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Hooray!
So, you were given some ideas on how to get to the naval base, which was either build your own, like, cart, join up and party up with a caravan, or just walk. But either way, there has to be other options to get there. Lucas was given an emergency evac frequency for if they need it and they're within the 50-mile radius.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from that, that's where we left off.
Yay!
Woo!
Yeah!
Jesus.
Please don't do that.
Hibbly. George, I'm going to say George is going to actively go down to engineering and see if they cannot help him make some kind of, like, even the most basic motorized land vehicle. Even if
Nancy wants
it's
to go with
basically a dune buggy.
Nancy wants to go with him.
Okay.
George isn't Nancy's master. She goes where she wants.
I mean...
But you're helping me figure out where my sister is and building a thing to get to my sister. This is what I want.
That is true.
Okay.
The boss lady says, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, technically Nancy is the boss at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Lucas kneels not to you.
Lucas kneels to no one.
Nancy
Lucas
understands.
is Lucas.
Nancy understands.
Is Lucas going to be going with them?
I'm gonna be heading there, and I guess I'm gonna be. Also, Michael,
Yes.
are we divvying out those fucking caps?
Yes. Okay.
Did
So
we do that last time?
no, we didn't, because George didn't know if he was gonna have to spend. Because I think he got 1,000 caps, didn't he?
You got much more than 1,000. You got like
Mhm.
2,500.
Okay. I feel like it wasn't quite that high, but I'm gonna check.
It was. It
I
was.
know Nancy got caps.
If
But
you're
she
talking
went
about the
from, like-
caps received from Hannah, you divvied those.
Yeah.
You only gave Nancy's share.
There's still the additional 1,000 left.
Yeah.
Only that? Wait, I'm confused.
You
Where's
gave Nancy 750, and
okay?
then you kept the other. You kept the remaining from the 2,500 caps.
None for Lucas.
George hands over. Yeah, seeing as. Yeah, George hands over 1,000 caps. And I'm going to say that before George left, just going to, like, very briefly, we don't have to roleplay this, just, like, very briefly. George gave Hannah 500 caps of the 1,000 he kept and looked at her and said, I want you to find me a guitar.
Okay.
You kept 1,000 caps?
Yes, he gave you, because he had 2,016 caps in his inventory, so he gave you 1,000,
Okay.
and then gave 500 of the 1,000 he kept back to Hannah.
Okay.
As a player,
Yes.
I would recommend if you're asking Hannah for a guitar, you specify you want it as an instrument.
George is very specific that when she finds one, she is supposed to treat it with the utmost of care.
Okay.
And that the guitar should be in pretty good condition. Like, as in, has all its pieces together.
He can't expect that much. So long as it's intact enough that he could repair it, that's the best he can hope for.
Okay. I'll say for the most part, she herself didn't exactly understand the request, but her guards did.
Okay.
So
Did George realize they understood?
yeah.
He then approached them and was like, please, for the love of God, just make sure it survives. That's all I want.
Okay.
I'm a simple man.
So everyone is going to be heading down to engineering, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, well, up at this point.
I'm gonna make a car to find my sister.
I don't think we're going to have the supplies to make a car.
I mean, again,
Something to find my sister.
George is aiming for, at best, a rudimentary, like, dune buggy. At worst, essentially go-karts.
Guys, we should all get motorcycles.
Nancy.
Nancy, have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
I also...
No, but I'm sure I can learn.
Yeah.
Nancy,
John,
do you know what a motorcycle is?
John, you could correct me on this,
Yes.
but I'm assuming George is probably the only person who even remotely knows how to drive.
Lucas was fucking military.
He was post-war military.
Vehicles still existed.
When was the last time you saw a functional car in the wasteland?
The fuck do you know?
Alright, that's for you and John to decide, I guess.
Gentlemen, teach me how to drive
Vertibirds
a
fucking
motorcycle.
exist still. I'm sure somewhere there was a functional land vehicle.
I mean, technically you should be correct. I've just never seen one.
Shit.
Gentlemen, we shall make motorcycles, and when we do, one of you shall teach me how to drive.
Oh god.
I don't even
Nancy
think you
is-
know what a motorcycle is.
No. Probably don't even know what a
Did
car
not
is.
Would there not be any like books or magazines with motorcycles on them?
No, there are definitely books and magazines with cars and theoretically motorcycles. Alright, yeah, because you have said in the past that Nancy has read a lot of comics and magazines. So yeah, no, you've seen cars and magazines. You still don't
Yeah.
necessarily know how to drive,
No.
but you know of their existence, and you probably
Yeah.
have an understanding of generally what they're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah. Drive through buildings, crash through windows, and save handsome guys.
That's not really what. Okay. Hold on. I refreeze. That's not really what they're. Okay.
So
I
yeah,
am
we're going to
ready.
engineering.
You do not get to drive.
But
Okay.
you get to teach me how.
Yeah. Yeah.
An honor and a privilege for you, George.
He just lowers his head sadly. Yeah.
I didn't force you to agree to make me the boss. You just kind of made me the boss. This
You're
is
not
what
the
you want.
boss.
He said I'm the boss, George.
For all
This is-
intents and purposes, George does consider her the leader right now. For better or for worse.
Fine, you ain't my boss.
Alright, that's
Your
fine.
boss, Lucas. You're just a boss. Oh.
Don't patronize me.
But that's supposed to be empowering.
So, I think you've been trying to get to engineering for about 10 minutes now.
Right.
Arguing in the elevator.
So, after a brief ride on the elevator up towards the engineering deck, because I think you were outside of the Arcwing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Doors open to engineering, and there are fewer people in the engineering deck, but there are still some people walking around.
All right. Well, George,
Mhm.
I'm just moving with the party right now. We're here for you.
George enters and looks for anyone who he's as much of a long shot as this is. He's looking for anyone who looks like they might be working on something even vaguely similar to a land vehicle.
Vaguely similar?
Vaguely similar.
It's a box with wheels.
His standards are not very high right now.
Okay. When scanning around the room, you make a perception check.
Okay. Sure.
Can,
Hold on.
can Nancy make one for a motorcycle?
Sure.
Got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 10.
And does he have a percept bonus? No. George has a perception of 1.
Did Nancy have a no?
Nope.
So, for the record, Nancy, no. Out of everyone on the engineering bay, most of them seem to be working on different like aircrafts or even like designs or some weaponry here and there. Some things you just have no idea what they are. There is one guy over in like huddled over in the corner, and he seems to be making like little mini race cars to make them go on a little wooden like ramp that he's set up.
That's so cute.
Hmm.
I mean, gotta pass the time somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Maybe
what
he's making
George
it for the
sees.
new peoples.
George sees a guy playing with toy motorcycles,
Race cars.
race cars.
They're little race cars. I'm hard pressed to call them race cars because they're essentially just Little hunks of wood with wheels.
It's like Boy Scouts shit.
Even worse.
Oh, it's like Cub Scout shit.
It's like the Cub Scout boxcars when their dads didn't help them.
John, while these two are searching for what they're prospectively searching for, do I see any? So aside from the guy playing with the race cars, is there anyone who seems like they might have an open ear for a moment?
There are a few people that are just casually chatting.
I'm gonna kind of stroll over to them, and I'm gonna kind of call them. Mind if I ask you guys a question?
Both of the men that were talking to each other just look over to you, size you up for a minute. Yeah, what can we do for you?
Do you got in the engineering bay? Do you guys have a scrap bin where you throw out, not necessarily throw out, but where you keep things that you generally aren't going to be using again?
Yeah, we got a pretty big pile over in the far back. If you want to look for something.
Do I have permission to do so?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Junk is junk.
Alright. Cool. Thank you very much.
Oh god,
I'm ahead of
my brain. What is this?
I'm sorry. My friend's trying to call me.
Hang up on that.
How's about you tell her to fuck off?
Also,
I just did.
kind of going forward, these quest items, am I going to need to have room in my actual inventory for them, or can I have them in, like, the quest area section?
Reasonably, you can have them in the quest area, but if you start getting, like, 20 of each...
Okay. I can work with that. So, yeah. I'm gonna start looking for the various items that the weaponsmith asked for.
Okay.
So the steel, copper wire, adhesive, and I'm probably not going to find these, but obviously the EMPs. But those are something I'm going to need to either find, buy, or create.
Yeah. So I'll say for the time being, while you're rummaging through, give me a quick perception check.
I got you. 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Based on how big the scrap pile is, and it's actually a pretty sizable scrap pile. Like, it goes from the floor to the ceiling, and it takes up a good portion of the far back of the room. And you don't find any adhesive. You don't find any copper wire or EMPs. You do find 5 sizable pieces of steel.
Okay. Cool.
A lot of it just looks like raw scraps of iron, and some look to be like hoods of cars and things, maybe half of an engine or something.
Okay.
So a lot of it is either like failed experiments or just things they decided to pick up.
One last thing I'm going to ask. Does there seem to be like a head engineer, like a foreman of sorts, someone who would be considered in charge of this bit of this area?
You look over.
At this point, no. A lot of them appear to be at least like on the same level.
Okay. I guess I'm kind of. I guess I'm gonna kind of head on over to those two guys again, and I'm just gonna kind of say to them, "Hey, sorry for bothering you again. Would it be possible for me to buy any adhesives or copper wire from anyone? And if so, who would I do that from?"
One of them scratches his head while the other actively thinks. I don't know about adhesives, but I'm pretty sure we have some copper wire somewhere. It'll give us a minute to look through all of our stuff, but we could probably come up with something.
Thank you very much.
That'll be 4,000 caps.
And one of them walks off to seemingly rummage through a few personal projects or whatever he's working on.
Okay.
While you're waiting for that,
I guess what.
no, the other one is just more or less standing there staring at you.
He licks
Sun
his
catch
lips
your eye.
for reasons you don't know.
He kind of steps back and mutters to himself, I just never seen one up close.
Your thoughts on it?
Weird.
At least I'm sapient.
You're still weird.
I'm not disputing that, but hey, I'm being civilized. My gun is holstered, both of them.
He takes another step back.
You all right?
You're weird.
Fair enough.
George,
Uh-huh.
what are you doing?
George is actively just... I guess he goes up to the guy playing with the wooden cars.
Okay.
He has no other lead.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh no!
Oh,
Hail Satan!
praise Pazuzu.
Oh, God. So, friend, I see you're playing with some little toy cars there.
When you get closer to this man, he has the stereotypical like nerd glasses on, where the middle is broken but taped back together.
Are they just like the something's fucky guy with the fucking Coke bottoms?
Kind of.
Oh, God, no.
How old is this guy? How old is this guy?
He's like 32.
Aw.
It's a very particular number you say.
Like
he's
32.
roughly 32 years old, 3 months, and 7 days.
Maybe
12
8, we're
hours
not
and
sure.
14 minutes, currently 32 seconds.
A lot of tunes in there.
Yep, a lot of tunes.
Jesus. I completely forgot what you said to him.
he just said, "Hey, I see you playing with some toy cars."
Oh. He looks up to you, and he seems a little offended by what you just said. Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh no.
what have I done?
These are small-scale models for what I will be building as my mastercraft in the future.
How distant is the future?
At least 10 years.
Could you,
What are you building?
could you maybe accelerate a prototype?
He looks down at what he has in his hands, looks back up to you, and then looks back down to what he has in his hands. Well, I don't know about you, but unless you could drive some gigantic hunk of wood with wheels, I no.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I'm not Becky. I don't get splinters. He leans in close. I don't get splinters easily.
Nancy outright laughs.
Still doesn't have you still don't have your arm.
Yeah, I know. Is this just our daily reminder that George's arm is still gone?
Until you get it back, yes.
You're missing your arm.
It's just like the little Fallout boy in the bottom corner.
It's like, you are crippled. Find a bed or use a doctor's bag.
The arm is gone, you useless fuck! He just screams at the top corner of the screen, and everyone looks at him like, what are you doing? I've gone meta!
Oh God!
So the guy
George, no.
looks up at you, a little more confused. So, you want me to build you a cart?
If that was theoretically possible, it's a matter of life or death.
Actually, probably several lives, and many more deaths. His expression goes kind of like a 1,000-yard stare with that particular note. It's just like, many deaths.
I don't know how you're gonna move it, but I'll make you a cart.
I suppose.
Promise.
Yeah. What the annoying one said.
Why do you need this by?
How quickly could you put something together? Assuming we helped.
How quickly do you want me to put something together? And he leans in a little closer, rubbing his 3 fingers together.
I have 500 caps.
Well, I have 20 minutes for you.
Are you saying you'll have something in 20 minutes? Or are you saying 500 caps will buy me 20 minutes?
If you'll allow 500 caps to buy you 20 minutes, I'll do that.
No. Can you make us the card or not? It really is extremely important.
Oh yeah, I can make you a cart.
He actively makes that noise. Just like mild distress. Just.
Nancy is still in this conversation between George and this gentleman, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it occurs to me George should roll persuade or charisma, shouldn't he?
If you want.
Can Nancy do it?
What? 19.
Aww.
What do you say?
George looks at him. Alright, pal, look. I might seem like I'm joking, being jovial. I'm really not. And he kind of looks over to Nancy. You see, her sister's missing. Little sister. We know where she is, or we have a pretty damn good idea, but it's gonna take us a long time to get there, and we aren't exactly, swimming in time right now. So we need something to get over there to save this little girl. And anyone else, then... And he kind of leans into the guy. The things that attacked the airship might have taken.
He takes a moment to think to himself. And he seems to nod to himself and looks up at you. Well, I'll make you a pretty comfortable cart. You still need something to pull it, but once again, give me 300 caps in 20 minutes and I'll have what you need.
George hands over 300 caps.
Wait, real quick. Question, good sir. Very important question. She looks at George. Very important, I assure you.
I'm listening.
How many people per cart can fit?
We need
Yeah, it depends on how many you want to fit.
3 to 4.
We got 3 people in the party plus a dog.
The dog can probably just sit on your lap.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, we're asking a man to build us a wooden cart in 20 minutes. We aren't exactly working with the, AAA resources here.
You don't understand. Truffles will be upset.
Nancy, I'm gonna be upset. Who do you think would be worse upset? You see, George thinks it's him. We all know it's Truffles.
Nancy just kind of looks at him. It's Truffles. Believe me. It's George.
Can you make room for a dog and 3 people?
The guy pushes up his glasses and looks a little closer at Nancy. Well, you know, little lady, the more people you're able to fit on a cart, the slower it's gonna be.
Can we have more than one cart?
We would need more than one source of movement then.
I don't know, do you want more than one cart?
I mean, I'll pay for the other one.
Do we really need 2 carts for you and the dog?
You don't understand.
Fine, take the 500 and make 2 carts.
No, wait, I pay too. I am a strong, independent woman.
George looks at Nancy. You pay for the Brahmin.
The what?
The cows.
Oh. Understood.
She's like, oh. Wait, what? Why do we need cows?
These things don't just run on magic? They don't just go?
You can just move, like in the comics?
Yeah.
Are you saying the comics aren't real?
I'm sorry to break this to you, Nancy. Anime isn't real.
No!
Well, Grognak the Barbarian would say otherwise.
George just kind of stares blankly into space, then calmly hands the man 500 caps. Alright!
Is it 500 caps per cart?
He's giving him 500 for the smaller cart for you and Truffles.
Oh, I can pay for that.
You're paying for the
it.
cows. Someone has to pay for cows.
I'll pay for cows.
That's a statement that was said multiple times.
I'll make 2 carts and they're able to seat 4 people and well, just give me 40 minutes and I'll do it.
Alright.
Thank you! And she goes to fist bump him.
There is no
What
way.
is this? Why are you gonna punch me? What are you doing?
John,
No,
is
you,
this nugget?
you gently nudge it with your fist. Gently.
Fucking Hulk Cocker.
Oh my god. John, I need to know, is this nugget?
No.
Can it be nugget?
Sure.
From this
So
day
many
forward,
in-game
I
caps.
never want to know his real name. He will only be referred to as Nugget. Nugget will build you cart.
Oh no, I heard the rolling will die.
But first, you must eat the nugget of friendship.
He looks down at your fist and grips the caps a little
God.
tighter as he runs away.
You what?
He's running away. He's going away.
Why is he running?
I swear to God, if you just scared him away.
I didn't do anything.
As far as he knows, you might have just threatened him. You forget that people don't know your weird-ass mannerisms.
You forget that too. Don't act like I'm the only one.
When was the last time I did something that confused people that wasn't intentional?
I don't know, be a robot.
Wow. Racist.
Only Lucas is allowed to refer to me as that. And I only vaguely tolerate it with him.
No tolerance for Nancy. John, I'm gonna roll to gently jog after this guy in as friendly of a manner as I can.
I
Or
don't
do I
think
need
it
to roll
matters
for
how
that?
much you specify the intent.
Okay.
Do I have to
You don't
roll
need to
anything
roll if
for
you
that?
want to run after him.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Just kind of shouting, "Hey, wait! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to offend you! Please come back and make our carts! I need to find my sister!"
George just stands there, staring blankly into space, wondering, will this end with this man's neck being snapped?
He stops after he hears you shouting after him, and he turns around to look at you, very confused. I mean, if you want me to build it right here, right now, I'll leave it to you to decide how to get it out of here, but I thought you wanted it outside.
Oh, you're so smart.
And you're
Yes.
dumb.
Oh, God.
You wouldn't be the first person to tell me that.
Probably not the last. And he runs off.
Yeah, it's about nugget levels of asshole.
Nancy just mutters to herself, I'm the one who tells it to myself the most.
George hugs
Internally
Nancy.
dying.
George hugs Nancy but says nothing.
She pats his arm in a appreciative way. Okay. We should probably stop hugging before people think we're, like, being weirder than we already are.
Weird. Ah, there you go. Alright, let's go get some cows.
Let's go! Wait, I thought you said we were getting brothin.
They had the same thing.
Oh.
Brahmin are just the hideous, mutated descendants of cows.
Why do we
Nancy,
want
you've
those
seen
ones? Do
Brahmin
they go
before.
faster?
Yeah, but she probably hasn't heard them referred to as cows.
No. She knows what Brahmin are.
Oh, I don't know what cows are.
Yes. Because no one calls them cows anymore, except George, because George is weird.
But why is the cow faster? I don't understand.
Oh, I assume the copious amounts of radiation in a Brahmin's body probably does make it somewhat less healthy. Or maybe not. Who the fuck knows?
I mean, you just paid a man 500 caps to build 2 carts for you. So if you want to walk it instead, by all means.
I mean, we're getting Brahmin.
Or
Either-
maybe we should wait. Maybe we should meet up with Lucas and see what he's doing. He
Lucas
might
is
be
here
fun-
with us.
Yes,
He's
but
not
he's
right
over
next to you.
there.
Yeah,
Points to
true.
Lucas.
True.
Lucas, by the by, you got a handful of, 15 copper wires.
How much is that going to run me?
Oh, that's free.
Oh, okay.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Now we're Sims.
Luigi.
So you're going to reconnect with the party?
Yeah, I got my wire. I'm gonna kind of walk up to the guy who said you're weird, and I'm gonna kind of look at him. It's like, I ain't gonna hurt you. I've been helping out this sect of the Brotherhood for a good couple weeks now, whether you want to believe it or not.
He kind of runs his finger across your skin a little. Shudders.
Either way, I look to his buddy. Thank you for the wire.
Yeah, no
Can
problem,
we
man.
talk over at this point?
Fuck.
Well, this is going on about the same time that you just ran after the guy.
Oh, okay.
So, Lucas, are you gonna go back to the party?
Yep, I'm gonna reconvene with the party. As I turn around, I see Nancy running through the engineering bay. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
The times are upon us.
I already knew that.
The alligators have come.
What the fuck you mean by that?
Just like-
Oh no. Yeah, I reconvene.
Okay.
It all started when Truffles began speaking Latin.
Or at least we think it was Latin.
At first it was cute, then it was horrifying. It was only cute for like 2 seconds.
Oh.
So, what are you gonna do now? All 3 of you are just standing in the middle of the engineering bay.
Oh,
Cows.
so we reconvene. All right, Lucas, what did you find?
I found supplies for a thing I'm trying to make.
That's a shame.
What are you making?
Because we need cows. You got any cows, Lucas?
No, I don't have cows.
Can we make cows out of the things that you have?
No.
If we could find someone who can make us biotic cows, I think having cows would be the least of our concerns.
Either way, I'm gonna run to the mess hall. You do what you two are doing.
Alright, cool.
Okay. We'll meet you over there, I guess.
We'll find you when our plans inevitably collapse.
Mm-hmm.
As they always do.
Alright, see you in about half an hour.
Nancy,
Yes.
as Lucas is walking away, you feel that your bag is just a tiny bit heavier.
What the what? Nancy's gonna check her bag.
Inside your bag is the bubble skank.
The Babadook. Something name. I like to imagine we've been writing on the cover. It's just like, so it's horribly vandalized by this point. It currently is the bundle skank.
Bubble skank.
Bumble skank. It currently has the word bumble skank.
I'm keeping that joke going.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nancy, when you look in your bag, you see just a bright red book inside your bag that wasn't there before.
Nancy turns to George. All right. Did you prank me?
Ironically, I think Lucas pranked you after I threw that at him.
What? He
I'm
doesn't
already
sound
up the
like a
stairs.
prank type.
I'm out of the bay. I'm already up the stairs.
Yeah, it's just
What even is this? And she starts to take it out and just examine the outside. Does it have any title on it?
I don't know.
On the front cover, the whole book itself is just bright red. On the very center of the cover, there's just a black figure, and on top, like above the black figure, are just the words, "The Babadook."
Nancy starts laughing. The fuck is a Babadook? George wants a Babadook.
I have no. Has George ever heard of the Babadook
No.
in any capacity? Yeah,
Not
George
at all.
doesn't know. George just kind of looks at her, shrugs.
Have you read this yet?
No.
Should we read it? No,
I don't
we
know.
can
As
save
far
that
as you
for
know,
later.
it's just a book.
We'll read it later. We have things to do. We can read it on the ride over to my sister. First, we find the things. And she puts
cows.
First, cows. Whatever those are.
All right, so you're gonna go try and find some cows.
Yes.
Mooka shaka paka.
Sugar Punk Rock.
All right.
I feel like we're all on a sugar high today.
Maybe. I've had a coffee and 2 monsters, so maybe.
Definitely you.
So,
Granted,
where do you specifically want to try to find Brahmin?
not inside. He's gonna go to the town and look around for some Brahmin.
To the
Okay.
town.
Okay.
To the town.
And Lucas, where were you going?
I was going to the mess hall.
Okay. Just to get some food.
More specifically, I'm going to see if I can sell some food.
Oh boy.
I got Mirelurk stuff.
Oh boy.
Ah, it's delicious.
I mean,
Spicy
they're-
craft
I mean,
beers.
they're a pretty common food in the wasteland. They're literally farmed by some people.
Don't crush my dreams.
Okay. So, as George and Nancy are taking the elevator back down to the ground floor to go outside, let's just see what Lucas is doing.
Okay. So, I go up to the mess hall. Am I impeded by anyone?
As of right now, no.
Okay.
When you get to the mess hall, it's a humongous, just dining room area with half of the wall, like specifically the left half of the wall, is just where the cooks are.
Okay.
And there are a lot of cooks.
Too many cooks, too many cooks.
I'm gonna kind of approach one of the windows. Or one of the openings. I'm just gonna kind of tap on it. I'm just gonna call out, "Hey, is there anyone I can talk to who's in charge up here?"
The first chef that has his back towards you, he turns around to look at you. Yeah, well, we don't. Oh. Huh. Yeah, no, we don't have any person in charge here right now. He's asleep, but, I'm here.
Okay. Hi. I should probably introduce. I'm Lucas. I've been helping out. I've been helping out in Credence and his father for the past couple of weeks. The last operation that we went on had us fighting some Mirelurks. I was wondering if you guys would like some Mirelurk food supplies. Maybe spice up the menu a bit. Who knows? Be a surprise for the men.
Huh. Well, how much of it do you got?
I got 12 eggs and 4 claws on me.
Ah, not much then.
You can use it for a stew or something. The eggs aren't that small. I mean, you've seen them. They're almost the size of a soccer ball.
We could probably scrape together 5 caps per egg, 5 caps per claw.
I'm okay with that.
I think I have 48,000 claws.
Alright, so yeah, I hand over the Mirelurk supplies and I accept my caps and I'm going to pull out my calculator.
That's 20 for the Mirelurk claws.
Yep, and then whatever the fuck it is for the other. It's 16 times 5.
60 for
Plus 20.
60 for the eggs. So 80 in total.
Yeah.
Boom, that's quick math, baby.
It is quick math. So yeah. I have gotten some more manis.
Alright. And you got 80 caps for it.
Yep. Alright.
Maybe you can help George and Nancy acquire some sweet, delicious cow.
I'm not going to eat them.
We'll save that for later.
Alright. Anything else you want to do there?
This is the soundtrack playing in Lucas's head right now. He's never heard it before in his life.
You know what? I'm gonna ask him. It's like, do you got any sandwiches, like already made or something?
Sandwiches. Well, we don't have too many, but I could spare like 5.
I mean, I was only getting 1. I'm hungry.
Nasty, delicious, so much.
How much you gonna run me?
I've heard of your exploits and how much you've helped. First one's on the house.
All right, cool.
Yay!
I accept the sandwich. I give him a little nod, say thank you again, and I'm on my way back down the stairs.
On my way.
And I have a sandwich.
Sandwich get.
So,
I'll be
George
rescue.
Neat.
by the time that you actually get down to the first floor and are walking out of the Arkwing, you see the engineer that was previously upstairs already has a basic framework of a cart almost made up already.
What?
Man, the guy works fast.
I say we tip him.
That seems a little rude.
Is that rude?
Typically, don't tip someone who's helping you.
But he's doing a good job.
George pauses. I think my brain just stopped functioning for a moment.
Don't understand. Why wouldn't we give him extra money for doing a good job? Isn't that a nice thing to do?
It's been so long since I've heard of the concept of tipping. I thought you meant push him over.
Oh, no, George, why? Why would I say that?
I don't know.
Answer that. Don't answer that.
You once punched a captive to death.
That's because I was trying to do what you did. I'm following your example.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Firstly, don't try to learn from me. It will end poorly. Secondly,
Who else am I supposed to learn from, Lucas?
honestly,
In retrospect, that's not a bad idea.
he's arguably better.
Hey,
Arguably.
Lucas hasn't fucked anything up yet.
This is true.
Remember, Timmy, stay in drugs. Don't do school. And always eat your Quakers.
Don't eat white people.
I don't. Kill them
Don't
first, obviously.
Michael, don't eat the colonists.
Kill them first, then eat their flesh.
Gotta roast it though. Don't want to get no infections. The worms.
Now they're super religious, so they're really clean.
Mm.
Their bodies, anyway. Their souls are filthy.
Ah, yes, just like yours.
Oh yeah, no, super corrupt.
Man, for a time crunch, you're really taking your time.
Alright.
Yes, sorry. So, cows.
George heads off in search of cows.
Nancy follows. On the look for cows.
Oh, you're just gonna try to find some?
With George, yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're gonna look around and see if anyone's selling them. We're not just gonna like, hey, look, a Brahmin, and just fucking like pull it over to the car.
Remember, Michael, choose wisely. If we choose the right Brahmin, it will last through hellfire and back.
The chosen Brahmin.
The most
You know what? George would like to roll
radiating.
perception to find a Brahmin.
I feel like this would be luck
That
to
is
find
that.
the perfect Brahmin.
I rolled a flat
Oh,
19 for luck.
Flat 19?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
George's. Does that count as a crit? Has George
No.
critted in his search for the Holy Brahmin? Damn it.
So you come across one trader with a solid gold Brahmin.
No, they just find a legitimate cow. It's like white and black, white with black spots, totally not mutated in any way. They walk up to it. You're a beautiful creature. It looks at them. Quack.
Don't mind the dings.
Oh.
It's not mentally there. It occasionally tries to fly away and sort of succeeds.
Sometimes in the middle of the night, you're just cracking, you look over to the cow and it just has sprouted wings.
Oh, Jesus. But they're not fully formed. They're just
No.
kind of bony.
No, they're real size duck wings.
No.
Just like, they're like super tiny on its side. It's just,
So anyways,
yes.
moving onward, please.
Yep.
Oh.
So, as of right now, you don't see anyone specifically selling Brahmin, but you do see where all of the settlers and some of the traders that come by here and there, you find where they've been keeping the Brahmin, and overall there are about 10 Brahmin here. Based on your luck roll alone, 3 of them stand out to you.
Okay, as like superior Brahmin.
One of them looks like it's been injected with so many steroids.
Boo.
even as it's a Brahmin, it looks like it's just muscle.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna call you
Hank.
George pauses. His eyes flash. Hank.
Can I name the next one since I'm buying these guys?
Sure.
Yay.
The second Brahmin that you see, it looks like a regular Brahmin, but unlike the other one, it does look very toned and very used to traveling far distances. Like it's not as fat, I'll say. And the last Brahmin that catches your eye, only because it's George, is a mini Brahmin.
How many are we talking?
Are we talking like Rod Deerneck's mini horse size?
Are we
We're
talking
talking-
Shetland pony?
Like, take a regular Brahmin, put it into Photoshop, and just decrease the size 50%.
George, pick it up.
Should be Robin.
It's probably still all muscle, but
It would take a lot of effort and maybe two people, but yes, you could pick it up.
George is gonna look for anyone who might own any of these three Brahmins.
As of right now, there are a few peddlers walking around, and some people are actively taking care of their Brahmin.
Some have, however, really let their Brahmin go. Feeding them nothing but butter.
There is, I will say, there is an overly obese Brahmin.
that one's name
Maybe
is
it's just
Philip.
pregnant.
That one's name is Philip. Yep.
It's pronounced Philippe.
George pats it. It just looks at him.
Butter coming out of its mouth.
It just starts sweating butter.
On one hand, its life is incredibly short. On the other, instead of milk, it just straight up produces butter.
No, Michael. Buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Oh my god. Why?
Oh, the puns.
Oh, good lord. The good
So,
lord cannot save us now.
We go up to the nearest dude.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, do you want the nearest guy? Or do you want the ones that look like the owners of...
The ones that look like the owners.
Okay. They are separate, so you'd have to go to them one at a time. Which one would you want to go to
Thanks.
first?
Thanks.
Hanks. Yeah, we're going for Hank.
Which one is Hank?
The beefy one. The one on steroids.
Yeah, the horrifically muscular one.
Oh.
The one that makes George feel inferior.
And one that shakes the ground with one hoof.
Yep.
Oh boy. Matt dropped from the call.
Oh
boy.
no. Well,
Did he ring his phone?
I don't know.
I got this.
Yeah, do you?
Yes. Un momento, por favor. Stay in
I
your seats
speak
until the ride is over.
Oh my god.
Red rain, damn it. There we go.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Alright, moment of honesty.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of passively, letting time pass in Fable 3 just to accrue money. And I just happened to wander into the mercenary camp because I got one of the free DLCs, and I just saw a man wearing what appeared to be an open pimp coat with no undershirt, and all he was wearing on his lower body was what appeared to be a present wrapper over his dingling.
Well,
This was the opening cutscene for walking in here.
well,
And it's on silent, so I have no idea what the context was either.
That sounds amazing, Michael.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of him. He's right here.
while
Oh, God,
he's doing that.
He's making sexy poses at me. Damn the whore. Hold on.
While he's doing that, John, quick question for you.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of Alice Madness Returns 3?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they're
You
making
wanna
a
repeat
third
that?
one, bitches. It's called Alice Asylum. I'm super stoked.
Yeah,
Is it actually like Alice Madness Returns 3, or is it like...
Yep, it's by American McGee. I've been following him on Instagram, and he's posting, the art concepts, and they look so good.
Now, but is it confirmed that this is a project being worked on, or is this...
It's a project
Yeah,
being
yeah.
worked on. It has backing.
Okay.
And you also can donate if you want through Patreon.
I will hold off because plenty of people will do that for me.
This is true.
Sure.
I am with you there. I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I want to get more art before I insert my money.
Insert
But
money.
yeah, including a new Alice dress concept where Alice is little Alice in the book version, but on the back of her dress, it's like all messed up to symbolize her denial.
That is awful.
It's so good.
Go from the campaign to Alice.
I'm sorry, I had to share this with the world.
We went from strippers to Alice. One last anecdote, and then I'd really like us to return. John,
Yes,
they brought
let us
back
return.
they brought back the crunchy chick. I can
You want
Marina.
to repeat that?
Marina, very quick context. In the Fable games, specifically the first one, there is a food item which is a live baby chicken.
Oh shit.
Which is just like anytime you eat one, it decreases your moral standing.
That's so terrible.
It is. It's awful.
Why would they bring this back?
Because they felt like it.
Oh god. So cows.
Yes. Hank!
I guess you named it Hank.
Hank the Wonder Cow, let's go.
Right. So, as you come up to the trader who is presumably the owner of this Brahmin, who is actively feeding it, its name isn't Hank. So he's actively feeding it.
Its name isn't Hank. I like how you were slightly aggro about that. Like, it's not Hank!
Shut up!
You've given this cow a very detailed backstory, full of tragedy and loss. You lost his son Bobby and his wife Peggy in a horrible propane.
He works out every day to get revenge on that one Robin.
Yep.
It doesn't moo, it just says propane.
Yep.
Anyways, moving on.
On closer inspection of the guy who seems to be the owner, he is a almost unhealthily skinny man.
Okay.
Because all the food is going to Hank.
Whether that be willingly or by force.
He tries to eat a sandwich, Hank headbutts him and just eats the sandwich off the ground. Taking a bunch of dirt with it, just Okay. He's just like dejectedly like, all right, that's fine. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, whatever keeps you healthy, friend.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway,
So what do you want to
George-
do?
George approaches.
Nancy
Howdy,
goes,
friend.
"Oh, hello."
He gets a little bit startled as you suddenly just say hello to him. So he just jumped back a little. Oh, hey,
Hi.
Hi there.
hi.
So we were interested in either purchasing or renting your ramen.
Assuming that one's yours, and she points to the very jacked one.
Hank.
George refrains from calling it by its true name.
He backs up and kind of hugs the Brahmin as he looks at you. What? Why do you want to buy Teddy?
How old
George.
is sir? This nice man. This is important. How old is the man who calls his Brahmin Teddy?
He seems to be like a young adult.
Aww.
So presumably this Brahmin has been like his pride, joy, and only real family his entire life.
Yeah.
There's guys. There's also the travel Brahmin, the one who's probably been on multiple caravan expeditions.
George looks at him. Clearly, you care deeply about Teddy, and I would rather not endanger him. So, never mind.
Do you have one you can spare?
Teddy's my one and only.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any friends who have some to spare?
He kind of looks down a bit dejected. Teddy's my one and only.
Oh, come on. George actively flips.
Do you have friends who are humans that own their own teddies that they can spare?
George looks at Nancy with like a very sad look of certainty. He's just, like he doesn't need to hear the answer to this question.
He kind of looks over to Nancy. You're just picking on me at this point, aren't you?
No, I need to find my sister, and one of these is the answer. So if you could help me, sir, I would really appreciate it.
Does it sound like I can help you?
We wish you and Teddy the best.
Nice to meet you, I guess. Have a good day. Bye, Teddy.
Was that like snorting noise, Teddy?
I'll always love you, Hank.
You see it looks at George and a single tear rolls down its eye.
Oh, God, no. A single tear runs down George's face. No one knows where it came from.
It's a single,
George.
deep, ebon black tear. In reality, it's leaking oil.
George's dying.
Or in actuality, it's probably headlight fluid.
Oh, fun. John? Nancy wants to go to the one who looks like owns the other one that's not the MIDI one. The one that doesn't look fat.
You mean the traveling Brahmin?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It seems to be a young couple, man and a woman.
She approaches them very gently with a warm smile. Hello. Do you guys have a minute?
The woman looks over to you first because the guy is actively feeding the Brahmin.
Hi, how are you? I hope that scared you.
Michael, I swear to God.
She looks over to you. Oh, hey, yeah, what can we do for you?
Hi, we're going on a mission that's pretty far. And we're just trying to see if anybody's got a brothel for sale.
Robin.
Ramen? Do I
No.
keep saying it wrong? I'm sorry.
George actively does not correct her. Raven?
If anybody's got a Brahmin for sale, and yours looks really nice, and we'd be happy to give you a very nice sum for it.
Huh. Well, I haven't considered selling, but... Well, we only just arrived here in town recently. We don't have another Brahmin.
George kind of extends his hand. Oh, nice to meet you. Man, George.
You're the mayor?
What?
By technicality, yes.
Since when?
I don't remember. Okay, I do, but I was actively trying not to tell you because it was a spur of the moment thing, and honestly, it probably doesn't matter.
George, are you trying to lie to these very nice people that you're the mayor just so they'll give us ramen?
Nancy? George looks at her dead in the eyes. Why would I lie about this?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering about.
George kind of sighs.
It just kind of sounds ridiculous.
Yes, God forbid George makes something of himself.
That's not what I meant. You're already like a war hero and things, I guess. I don't know the right term.
Alright, we're almost certainly making...
Hero is not the right word here.
Okay, we're almost certainly making you uncomfortable, and he looks at the couple.
As you two were talking amongst yourselves, they've gone back to feeding the Brahmin.
Ah, good!
Okay, so, if you, excuse me, again, pardon me, sorry to keep, pulling you away from your Brahmin.
Yeah.
The woman looks back up to you.
I was just wondering, since are you not, considering selling your Brahmin? If not, would you mind pointing us in the direction of someone who might be interested in selling their Brahmin to make some good money?
Well, we could probably consider selling for a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
The guy does nod his head and look over. Yeah, we could probably sell it for, I say, 600 caps, give or take.
Oh, George, does that sound like a good price to you?
George looks at Nancy. I mean, I'm dead broke.
Well, I know I'm buying it, but I'm just asking you, does that sound like a good price?
For the purchase of a Brahmin? Yes.
Wonderful. We have a deal, and she holds out her hand to shake.
Both the guy and the woman go to shake your hand at the same time.
George kind of extends his hand and takes one of them so that Nancy doesn't get, like, punched in the fist.
Awesome. Nancy gives them, how much was it? 600 caps?
Yep.
600.
Alrighty, give me one moment to get that out of my inventory. Un momento, por favor.
And
You took out the 500 for the cart, right?
Yep, we spent 500 on the cart, 600 on the Brahmin.
Well, the one Brahmin.
One Brahmin.
Alright, so she
Fucking
gave them the 600 caps. Here you go. Thank you guys so much. Do you guys have a name for your Brahmin?
Oh, we didn't really name it.
Hank.
No.
George and Lucas simultaneously. Its name is Hank now.
I have a better name.
Alright, fine. However, if it's not better than Hank, I plan to veto.
It's a name I heard long, long ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't know what it's from, but Tom Hanks.
We're gonna name the horse Tom Hanks.
Robin.
The horse! Yep.
name Brahmin Tom Hanks, and she gives it a gentle pat. Right, Tom?
Gonna name the Tom Hanks Brahmin.
John, can I be walking out of the Arkwing into the settlement as they're finishing up this deal?
I'd say around the time that they even got to the Brahmin, you would have been walking up.
Okay. Because I wanted, when I got down to the settlement, I was going to go to Hannah's.
Okay.
So. But finish what they're doing first.
All right.
Nancy thanks the couple again. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's good to have at least 600 caps now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps, but the only other guy that I know that was selling a Brahmin was the one that owns that one. And she points over to the mini Brahmin.
George smiles.
Nancy smiles at George. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not, but let's go with yes.
Wait, what are you thinking?
Deal.
Better question. Do I want to know?
George gotta stares blankly into space. I don't remember. All I know is I want that Brahmin. For reasons I can't truly understand or vocalize.
Okay, I'm gonna call that old man syndrome. Let's go get the pony. Or not the pony, the Brahmin. God damn it, they're horses now.
Also, in third person, nominating to the players, I nominate the name of Dinkles for the small Brahmin.
I second that.
Dinkles. Dinkles for the win.
Dinkles and Tom Hanks.
Dinkles and Tom Hanks.
We got Tom Hanks and Peter Dinklage.
Oh God, why?
That's so bad. That's so bad.
John, do you approve?
Sure, why not?
So, are we going over to this this Brahmin's owner?
I see no other options. Actually, George looks at Lucas.
Lucas is walking into Hannah's.
George tries to look at Lucas, sees he is gone far away, looks at Nancy. I task you with the acquiring of the tiny Brahmin.
What? Oh, but I only have 200 caps.
I task you with attempting to purchase the tiny Brahmin.
Can you at least give me like 50 more caps and I'll pay you back someday?
Nancy, I literally spent all of my money on the cars.
Oh.
I would have had 200 left over, but you insisted on a second car.
Listen, it's not me, man. It's Truffles. Do you
Truffles
want...
is a dog.
Yes, exactly. He'll be crazy.
Truffles would
and
sleep in his own
crazy.
shit if he was allowed.
You don't understand. He needs space.
Why does he need space when he's the master of all infinite void?
I don't know. You asked him that.
I'm gonna go ask our friend if he can make sure to make the second cart smaller, seeing as it's literally only going to need to fit you and a dog.
And possibly a tiny Brahmin.
No,
the Brahmin is pulling it. Fuck.
Well, wouldn't it be smaller so the tiny Brahmin could pull it?
Yes,
that's the entire point
Marina.
of my plan.
Well, you guys were talking about the dog and Nancy.
Yes! The car needs to be just big enough for them and just small enough so the midget Brahmin can pull it.
Sounds great. You go do that. I'll get the Brahmin.
I'll be
So
back
Nancy-
as soon as I let him know.
Nancy's going over to whoever looks like the owner of the tiny Brahmin.
There's just one elderly man that's petting the tiny Brahmin.
Aww. She approaches him. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing today, sir?
Oh, just trying to rest these old bones.
I see you have a very adorable Brahmin there, sir.
Yes, this is Biggins.
Nancy tries to contain her laughter. Biggins? Where'd you come up with a name like that, sir?
It's after my dead grandson.
Well, when I first got this Brahmin, the name just kind of came to me.
Understood, sir. I hate to bother you about this, but as you see, I am trying to get Brahmin to help me go on a very arduous journey to find my sister. And I was wondering if you would consider your Brahmin for sale. If not, I totally understand. I just figured I'd ask.
Oh, well, certainly. If it'll help you in your journey.
Oh, thank you.
Stay
what
a
do you
while
think
and listen.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Let me spin you a tale of my youth.
When I was a young boy of 72.
Gramatorg prestige raid difficulty.
Oh god. Just quick anecdote. John, do you know about the Gramator quest?
Nope.
There is a quest in Borderlands 2 that literally requires you sit and listen to Gramator tell you a story for in total of about a real hour. And sneak in questions to make sure that you are listening. And if you aren't, you have to start from the beginning.
Oh, God.
It's probably, honestly, my favorite quest in the game.
We have a picture of me as Krieg sitting on her shoulder like a parrot.
Please spare Nancy such an arduous task. She will not survive.
Are you telling me you don't want to hear the Odyssey of Lord Biggins, the lies?
Lord Biggins the Wise. This cow is secretly more powerful than Truffles.
Oh, God. There
However,
are rivals.
Yeah, there are rivals. Biggins is the good one. Truffles is a trickster god.
He will cleanse the party of Truffles' evil grasp. But, so, sir, what would you consider to be a fair price for Biggins?
Oh, well, I would say 300 caps would be good.
That sounds fair. Do you mind if I take some time to get some more caps to pay you for it?
Oh, don't take too long. He might run away.
Oh, does he do that?
No, I was trying to scare you.
Oh, I see. You're funny, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna go get more caps now. But, thank you. I shall return. Take it
Okay.
easy on those bones of yours.
All right, you take care, little boy.
Say nothing, Nancy. Just roll with it.
She stiffens and kind of twitches one of her eyes.
Oh, does the little boy stiffen at that comment?
Matt, I hate you.
She walks away.
He walks away.
Okay.
Matt, I swear to God.
You ain't gonna do shit.
All right. So
I'll
what do you
stare
do?
at you. I'm going to George and Lucas.
All right.
Don't
George.
ask George for money.
Focus on George for a few, because I'm gonna be away from the mic for a moment.
Ah, good. Well, I guess.
By the time you get back to where the engineer is that's working on your carts, the first one is done.
Alright.
It is a pretty box-shaped cart 4 seats, 2 on each side. It looks like there's a little bar to where the Brahmin would be attached to it, to where it would pull it. It's got 4 wheels, and it looks in pretty good shape for the amount of time that was needed. And the second one is already half done.
How big does it look at the moment?
About the same shape and size as the first one.
Cured size.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, if it's already, like, mostly assembled, there's nothing he can do. He's not gonna ask the guy to scrap it.
Do it again. I want to watch it.
George will walk up to him. Random request. Could you try and make this one just lighter, if at all possible? We were only able to get a very small Brahmin.
Lighter? I mean, you want, like, white wood, or...?
Yeah, just anything you can do to make it slightly more feasible for a Brahmin with dwarfism to be able to pull this. Just anything. Anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, I could cut it in half.
So long as it still has 2 seats, that works.
I'll have a seat and a half.
That should do. If it doesn't, they can just suck it.
Wait, do you mean they can suck the Brahmin?
Never mind. Just yes. Just please saw it. Just 1.5 seats is fine. Thank you.
Okay.
And George kind of pauses. If you could just leave the remaining cart scraps so the people could use it for more building, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Well, I was gonna use it for one of my prototypes, but I guess you paid me. So sure.
Thank you.
The way he said sure.
Nugget knows all.
So yeah, he just goes about starting to, like, as soon as you turn your back, you just hear a buzzsaw sawing it in half.
Industrious little bastard.
You look back, it's just his teeth.
Terrifying.
He's a werebeaver.
He's a werebeaver. I see I'm not the only freak the Brotherhood is employed. Good to know.
Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm going to Hannah's. I walk into Hannah's. The fuck kind of fuckery is going on in here today?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's find out. What's his wonderful prize today, Bob?
You're walking just straight into Hannah's?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I kind of nod to the guard. I nod to the guard at the front.
Oh, there's no guard in the front.
Oh, no.
Of course there isn't. When has there been an active guard?
Most of the time. Alright. But yeah, no, you just walk straight into the store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll agility.
Of course. Of course.
19.
Okay. As you open the door, you open it just slightly enough to where the guard on the inside notices you opening it. He turns to you frantically and just starts shouting, No, wait!
I shut the door again.
You said you went in.
Okay.
As soon as
Here we
you
go.
open the door, a larger than usual axe comes swinging down. With his preemptive warning, you are able to jump back to where the axe blade doesn't hit you at all. On the actual blade itself, there is duct taped grenades to it.
Lucas, run.
Are
Run
the
as
pins
fast.
pulled on the grenades?
Don't even look. Just run. It's quicker to run.
The pins are not pulled on the grenade.
Okay. I, one by one, remove the grenades from the axe.
Hey, Marina.
Mm,
Yeah, no, it's you. Try to talk every now and then, because otherwise your mic.
Mute
just starts
myself
picking
when
up
I'm
your
not
AC.
talking because of my fan.
Yeah.
Alright, you got it. Sorry. Thanks for letting me know.
So you start pulling off the grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you start pulling off the grenades, you see the original guard that tried to warn you breathe a sigh of relief, and from inside you hear, "Damn it!"
Hannah, get down here.
She
It's
walks
a
out
what?
the front door.
Huh?
She walks out the front door.
Jesus Christ.
Also, how many grenades did I just pull off?
8, 4 on each side.
Jesus Christ!
I look to her, and I say to her, very bluntly, Hannah, I've already dealt with one psychopathic murderous weaponsmith, or weapons merchant, however you want to call yourself. No booby traps. And I'm
I mean,
going to
that
roll
wasn't
charisma.
really a booby trap.
I'm going to roll charisma for a beautiful 17. Flat.
Okay.
As if Hannah can be reasoned with.
She looks over at you. Well, it wasn't a booby trap.
What was it meant for?
She just threw an axe at the door.
Well, no, technically it was a booby trap.
Oh,
When he opened the door, the axe came just swinging down.
oh! I thought she hucked it.
Nope. Well, I mean, everyone here is a little worried about things coming in the night, so, I wanted this to be
Hannah?
a security system.
Hannah. There are better ways to make a security system than possibly killing your clients.
Well, I tried the turrets, but they didn't want it.
I'm not dealing with turrets either.
Honestly,
And I swear to God, if you make
probably be more effective. So
If
long
you
as
use
they
it-
have friend foe.
I swear to God, if you use a junk jet, I will dismantle it for scrap.
She sighs to herself and looks over at you. You want?
Well, I was coming here to invest in the building and in the business. However, I'm considering taking my money elsewhere today, with the knowledge that you're creating death traps that could possibly kill our settlers when they walk in. I don't know if I should be funding it.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some.
No, we are not losing our civilians.
I was
All
talking
right.
about the test, but okay.
No. Hannah, I know you're going to do it again.
Yeah, probably.
All right? Yeah, I know. All right? Have it, if you're going to make a fucking trap, have some... Don't make it so it doesn't kill our people. Or the paladins and the Brotherhood members.
Fine. Non-lethal.
I mean, for fuck's sake, they use fucking tech. If they come in here, I'm gonna need to warn George about this. You could use EMPs.
I was actually going to suggest that would, at the very least, probably make a noticeable noise and remove their cloaking.
All right, Hannah. EMPs. That's it.
Fine. I'll rig something up with EMPs.
I swear if you fire them out of a cannon.
I'll rig something else up with EMPs.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with firing them out of the cannon at that point. It's like,
Hannah, a simple tripwire trigger at the doorway will be enough.
Yeah, simple tripwire at the doorway.
Do you want investment or no?
Fine, I will do a tripwire.
This is going to be just like Rock all over again. I'm going to need to be a fucking gymnast and an acrobat every time I come to talk to you, aren't I?
probably.
I'm keeping these grenades.
Yeah, whatever. I have plenty of them.
That should make me uncomfortable.
Anyways, how often are you sending your men out for scavenging missions?
Oh, at least once a day.
Okay. If I give you some money, can I have you, can you put that money towards searching for specialty pistol ammo and pistol modifications?
Specifically pistols?
Pistols. Kinetic pistols, not energy.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Thank you. If you find any like whole pistols that have some fancy shit on them, I'd be inclined to take a look at them as well.
Sure.
Good. And mind, I'm going to be giving you money up front. Okay? So I'm going to want to see something come back from this.
So will I.
Okay.
It's kind of how businesses work.
Yes. You know how businesses also work? When they
If
have
you say
living
don't kill your
clientele,
clientele,
what are you going to do?
well, I would say
Hannah.
you're wrong, but you're really not. But it'll make me feel better.
Hannah? What would it take for you to not have the urge to kill our civilians?
I don't necessarily think she wants to. She's more apathetic than anything else.
More of a byproduct, really. She just shrugs.
Just be careful. EMPs. Don't make them
Fine.
projectiles. Okay?
Fine.
I hand her 600 caps for the investment and for the search for specialty pistol munitions and modifications.
Okay.
And while I'm here, since I feel like buying something right now, how many extra EMPs do you have?
Well, lying around. She looks over to the guard that is standing by the door. He holds up like 4 fingers. Lying around, we have 4.
I'm buying 3. I want that last one to be used for a tripwire.
Fine.
How much?
Give me 30.
Fine. All right. Seriously, don't kill our people. I can't stress that, and I will continue to stress this if I come back and almost get killed again and again, like I have every time I've come here.
Oh, you will. Accept it as your reality.
Fine. Non-lethals, I get it.
EMPs, tripwires, boring. Yay.
George is gonna walk in. Hey, how and just like collapse in the main room. She's just gonna nonchalantly loot him and then leave. Then he's gonna wake up without the double mag, and so will begin George's quest for vengeance. Will end in several dead people. Hannah's head on a spike and Biggie the Robin.
I can't believe twice our fucking munitions merchant has found continuous movie traps. Twice! Different people!
I can absolutely believe it. Because it's George DMing. It's George DMing. Oh, God. I don't want to think about that.
Oh,
You went to the
Marina.
building. It explodes.
Marina, you weren't here for Rock, were you?
Marina?
Evidently she's not here at all.
I was still on the mute.
Okay.
Rock, I think I met in the
No, you didn't.
ticket mission.
Oh, no. Rock was a super mutant behemoth. Do you know what a
Right.
super mutant behemoth is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He was a super mutant behemoth who lived in a hole in the ground and made weapons for the town. And,
Right. I remember this story.
Yeah, he liked setting up booby traps, and he really, really did not like Lucas.
Why did he like Lucas again?
He just didn't like duels.
Yeah, we never got a concrete answer, because by the time it actually occurred to us that he was racist toward ghouls, we couldn't talk to Rocket anymore. So we don't really know why. Oh, he's not dead. At least we don't know that he's dead.
Presumably. He's probably not dead. He's got dual shoulder-mounted Batman launchers.
That's true.
Oof.
Yeah, he's out there somewhere. And when we find him, George is going to say, before he is hit in the head, teddy bear covered in grenades, Rock!
Oh, hello! How are you today? My fine metal friend.
Yeah, Rock really liked George. Which I think was a combination of probably not seeing that many Sims like him, and also I think George rolled pretty high charisma the first time he talked to him. I think.
Yeah,
Was
probably.
Alright, anyway. You'll
So-
say
Anything else that you're doing in Hannah's?
oh my god.
Armor-piercing rounds. Do you have them?
Yeah, not yet, but I will.
Good. I turn around and I turn back around. I point at the axe. This does not count as non-lethal.
I just want to clarify. I thought you said yaks. And I just imagine a bunch of yaks sitting in the back corner.
And as I'm walking away, I'm going to take a swig from my flask and I'm going to finish the rest of my sandwich.
You gain 10 sandwich points. These will be useful later.
You can save up to become 20% cooler.
It's another 5.
Yeah. 16.
Your life is more fulfilled.
Alright. So, once you're outside, Lucas, you see Nancy walking over to George, and yeah, everyone's really just looking at George right now.
Good.
I go to George, and the first thing I tell him is, if you're going to Hannah's, be prepared for an EMP.
Oh, fine. Wait, wouldn't that also... Never mind.
Would you rather just be high explosives?
Frankly, sure. I've survived grenades.
You're also far more durable than pretty much everyone in this settlement.
Potato, tomato.
The EMP will just sting for a little bit for you.
I don't even feel pain.
I mean, I'm pretty sure electricity will still make you feel uncomfortable.
When Nancy joins the group, she is holding not the laser pistol that George gave her a while back, but the one that she's always had on her person. She looks like she's contemplating.
Good. She's finally decided to end my life.
No, George, no. Trust me, I'd take my own before I did that. But I was considering, it looks like I've struck a deal with the man for the mini Brahmin, and she looks to Lucas, don't ask.
How much do you need? What do you have and how much more do you need?
I have 200 caps, and I need 100 more. So I'm wondering if this laser pistol will be enough. Because I already have one. If I sell this one to Hannah, you guys think that's a good idea, maybe I'll have enough.
Okay. Don't bother selling anything to Hannah right now. I give her 200 caps.
Whoa! Wait.
I give her 200 caps.
Nancy kind of feels bad. Are you
I
sure?
give you 200 caps.
I can imagine Lucas is actually saying this. He's like, I give you.
Okay. Thanks, Lucas. I
Buy the
appreciate
midget.
Oh, okay.
Buy the
I'll be
midget.
back.
Purchase midgets.
I will be back to get Biggins.
The midgets? Okay.
Purchase the midget. Save the world.
I'm gonna walk back over to where all the Brahmin were being held, and I'm gonna go up to. I guess. I mean, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna say I asked Nancy like who did you buy that from, and then I'm gonna go up to whoever she points out to me, and I'm gonna buy some feed for them.
Okay. So Nancy points out to Lucas, the elderly gentleman and his little baby Ramen. She goes up to the old gentleman. Hello, it's me again.
Oh, hello. Have we met?
Yes, sir. Earlier today, we were discussing possible sale of your Brahmin for, I believe it was 300 caps. Are you still interested in selling him?
Oh, so you want to buy little Biggins here?
Yes, if that's okay with you, sir.
Well, I was planning on selling him anyway.
Wonderful. Would you accept these 300 caps?
Oh, 300 caps would do nicely.
Wonderful. Here you go, sir. And she hands him the 300 caps, making sure he doesn't drop any.
Okay.
Now I have one. Very good. Thank you so much, sir. And she takes Biggins and turns to Lucas. What was it you were going to do?
I'm buying feed so they don't fucking starve.
Good, thank you.
Sound plan. Oh, ramen eat food? Man, I thought they took gasoline. He slowly puts down the oil canister. Like, ow.
Well, there goes my fun.
Yep. Man, glad you stopped me before I finished the whole can.
Oh, jeez. She turns to the old man. Thank you again. Have a great day. And she starts to head over to Lucas.
Okay.
How much are you gonna run me for feed, John? Or do you want to RP it? Because I'm indifferent either way.
I'll say for how simple feed is, it's a 1-to-1. So however much you want.
What is 1 unit?
1 unit would be like a full handful.
Okay. Like how much for a day's worth then?
Probably about a small sack worth, so about 20 caps.
20 caps for a day's worth of feed?
Yeah, for 1 Brahmin.
Okay.
How about half Brahmin?
Man, what's 20 divided by 2? Boggles the mind.
I kind of look to the 2 Brahmin we now have. I look to the toned one, I look to the little one, and I kind of look to George and Nancy. With Biggins, we're probably not going to be getting back within like 3 days. Huh.
Well,
Nancy pulls up the pit boy. I assume so.
Alright. I'm going to buy 4 days worth of feed.
Okay.
Thanks, Lucas.
So,
man, you're just
120
rolling.
caps. Yeah, because I fucking saved my money.
I'm sorry. I spent my money trying to make sure we could accomplish things.
And I've saved my money so that we can have a better experience all around for us.
I hear what
Have
you're
I
saying.
been contributing enough money? Nancy ponders this to herself.
Nancy, you're doing fine.
Wouldn't
Okay.
it only be 80 caps?
30 times 4? For
7,000
Biggins?
units of pork.
Oh, yeah, for Biggins. Yeah, okay.
Biggins gets his own measurements.
Tom Hanks and Biggins.
Biggins is a lap cow.
He's not that small.
He thinks he's a lap cow.
Biggins thinks he's stronger than the buff one.
For all we know, he might be.
Turns out he's faster.
Yeah, Biggins is
He's got the
like-
fucking... At some point, he had the fucking sport boost injected into him.
Yep. Oh,
Nancy nicknamed him Motorcycle.
Oh god, Nancy's just gonna ride Biggins like a horse. Is Biggins big enough to be ridden like a horse?
Like a horse? No.
Like a pony?
Like a overly large dog? Yes.
He's like
Okay.
the size of a Noofle.
Okay. So a small child could probably ride him.
Yeah.
We're not putting Vlad on Biggins.
Does Vlad qualify as a small child? Well, mentally or physically?
I know technically Vlad is the only one with a strength stat out of the whole group,
Which
but
really makes me uncomfortable if I'm honest.
Alright. So, what would you like to do?
Higher than Jesus.
when are we heading out? Are we heading out as soon as possible?
George looks over at the carts.
Both of them are finished.
It looks like now.
Do
Alright.
you guys think we have enough supplies, enough food and water?
George looks at them. I know, I'm fine. He gets in the cart.
I had a sandwich.
I had a sandwich. I'm good for a month.
I mean, I'm
And
not
the reins.
sure.
Nancy's gonna hand the reins to George to for Biggins. I'm gonna go get some food and water because I need that. And she
Sounds
starts
like a
heading over
plan.
to the place where you get your grub.
Okay.
Larry
Are you
said.
going all the way up to the mess hall, or are you going to a food shack here in the settlement?
I bet Hannah could provide you with a lead sandwich.
gonna head to a food shack that isn't Hannah's.
You open the door, she just shoves a shotgun in your mouth.
Enjoy!
So
do humans
bitter.
not like that? That's so bitter. Is gunpowder bitter? It might be.
Yes.
Hell if I
Question
know.
we'll never have answers to.
I mean, I'm sure someone at some point has tasted like raw gunpowder. Someone somewhere has done that. We know they have.
First of all, raw gunpowder is just saltpeter.
I meant raw as in like. Never mind. I don't know what I meant.
Gunpowder, in the process of being cooked down, smells like piss.
Good.
Like stale, 2-day-old piss.
I like that stale piss is a modifier we needed. Like, is that worse than normal piss? Or
Yes,
is it rough?
it is.
Yes.
Michael,
Okay.
I haven't been able to flush my toilet for a couple days.
Ah, good.
Like,
to
not... Like, I haven't been able to use the handle. I can, like, lift up the fucking top of the tank and lift up the flap by my hand.
know. And why haven't you?
I mean, I have been. It was just one day I forgot to. And I severely regretted it.
That one day.
So, Nancy,
Yes.
I'll say for your purposes, do you just want one, like, bottle of water and, for all intents and purposes, like a sandwich?
I think she's gonna get 2 and 2 sandwiches because she's expecting to bring home somebody
Big
who may or
money.
may not be hungry.
Okay.
Ah, look at the big spender over here.
That'll run you 40 caps.
Alrighty.
tell me
I
you
will
don't
take
have
that out of
40
my
caps.
inventory. 40 caps were given. And should I put that in my inventory somewhere?
Yep.
Sandwiches, so moist and delicious.
2 sandwiches and 2 water bottles.
She has the sandwiches. She is the chosen one. The art of the sandwich has been lost for decades.
Wait a minute.
Alrighty.
Do you have enough inventory space for that?
She might
I
not.
just kind of added that.
Oh, can't you just let her have sandwiches? She slides.
Maybe, Nancy. Maybe, Marina. You can read your book and you can place it somewhere.
I was about to say, just open the bag, put the sandwich between the pages, and close it. Don't even look at the pages. Just open it, put the sandwiches in, and close it.
Nancy would want to look in it. Let's be honest, people.
I was just imagining the Babidi was like, finally someone is, what the fuck, is this ham?
So,
It's just so flabbergasted.
what is the party doing right now?
George is sitting in the cart.
Not.
Actually, George has actively, hooked the Brahmin up to the carts, which was a task, given that he only has one arm. Biggins was the hardest. He's a weaselly little fuck.
Who is sitting on what cart?
Nancy and Truffles are with Biggins. George and Lucas are with Hank.
We named, yeah, we did name it. George will only refer to it as Hank.
Okay.
He's bigger than Jesus.
So you're going to start going then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We ride.
Alright, boys. And Nancy puts on her goggles and scarf to cover up.
Oh,
her face.
wait.
We ride.
I tell them to hold up. I tell them to wait 10 minutes.
Oh, you got to say goodbye to your boy toy.
I mean, I feel like he's not going to be happy. Also, I never went to get my fucking radio. At least, unless, John, you just assumed I did that. And then we didn't do an RP.
No, I thought we said that you did get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he got it too.
I make sure it's added in my inventory then.
Okay.
I do not have my. I'll put it with my equipment, I guess.
I love to imagine that as you said, oh no, give me 10 minutes. In my brain, it was just smash cut to just a close up of Charles with his arms crossed. You're going where with who?
I'm fine with that. Well, I might be dying. George might be dying, so if he lets me die, he's probably going to die too. Nancy will also probably die if I die. Anyways, it'll be alright.
It'll be
I don't
great!
care if Nancy dies or not, but
George cares.
no, I meant Charles. Charles wouldn't care.
I know Charles doesn't give a shit.
So you're telling me, I let you go, you probably die. I tell you not to go, you probably die. If you sneak off and go on your own, I kill you. And if you don't die on this mission, and you come back alive, I kill you.
That's the thing. I'm not going to die. You're not going to kill me, because everything's going to be okay.
Every little thing is gonna be alright.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. I like to think George and Nancy are doing that in the background.
Charles, don't worry. Bad affair.
He kind of
'Cause your
pinches the
boyfriend's
bridge
gonna
of his
die.
nose.
A horrible death.
Michael, shut up. What?
He pinches the bridge of his nose as you say it's gonna be alright. You know not to say shit like that.
George, you just hear in the distance George maniacally laughing for no apparent reason.
We'll be back.
But don't worry.
Kiss him! Kiss him!
It's bad away.
He looks up at you. You don't come back. I'm coming to find you.
God,
And
pizza
I will
hooba
die.
deep. I was about to say, with the Brotherhood success rate, you may as well just shoot yourself in the head now.
Well, if I don't come back, I'm probably going to be dead. And not to sound like a selfish prick. Of course, that's just kind of me in general. If you die, well, I mean, I guess we won't be too far behind each other.
Aw, that's cute in a weird, morose way.
He kind of looks away. Man, way to just wish for my death.
First of all, not what I'm wishing for. We're going on this mission to hopefully not have everyone that we know and love die.
He hands you a pretty sizable bottle.
Hello?
What's in here?
This is your victory drink. You drink this when you complete the mission.
You gonna tell me what's in it?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's worrisome, but alright.
Am I gonna regret it?
No, probably.
Yeah. By all accounts, yes.
Got it. So it's gonna be either vodka or tequila.
Or poison. That is a viable option. I could be poisoning you.
Tequila vodka. With a hint of arsenic. Just a touch. It adds flavor.
Where I feel like poison is a viable thing that you'd probably do to some people. I doubt it's something you'd do to me. Maybe Nancy, not me. Probably Nancy, not me.
Almost certainly Nancy.
Can I rephrase and say just have Nancy drink this?
Charles, I'll be back.
You better.
I'll be back.
You'll be
Shut up,
back
Budget.
soon.
As Lucas is walking away, all you hear is dun 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 dun.
You should have kissed him.
Anything
Nope,
else?
I'm not. Yeah,
Kiss him.
that's it.
All right.
God damn.
Look, Nancy, you want someone to kiss someone, you get in a relationship.
Nancy's too busy trying to find her sister right now.
Also, Marina, I
Yeah.
might have actually did that if you didn't try to get me to do it of your own volition. I've told you before. I will actively refuse to do anything romantic in spite of you if you bring it up. Stop
Get
it.
shit on. Anything else the party's going to be doing?
Nope.
Or are you heading out?
We ride!
We ride! Nancy actively this.
It's the most anticlimactic. It's like the Brahmin just like slowly start plodding forward.
Nancy still has an arm outstretched and pointing forward epically.
Yep, it just does like of like 3 days passing, her arm unmoving.
So, as the Brahmin, as they start taking you away, you do see that the fortifications for the walls, as you're passing them, the gates have to be manually opened and closed behind you. There are some pretty thick walls. So, there is good fortification coming along.
Yay.
And as the Brahmin are walking, and as both carts are being pulled along, Truffles hops off the cart and just starts walking alongside the Brahmin.
George looks at this, then looks at Nancy. He has no expression.
Nancy looks very surprised.
His cold, unfeeling eyes stare into Nancy's soul.
Nancy looks just as surprised and perplexed. She
Oh,
tries to
George
get-
doesn't look surprised. He looks angry.
Back in the cart. Come on, Truffles. Come on, get in the cart. There's plenty of room.
Truffles just keeps walking.
He's not getting in the car, Nancy.
I don't understand. He's
Oh, I
usually-
understand perfectly.
Usually he. I don't understand. Nancy
Usually.
questioning her
When
reality.
was the last time that you and Truffles went on a Brahmin ride across the country?
We used to take rides around town when I was a kid. In our little wagon.
George, again, looks at Nancy, says nothing, returns to facing forward and steering the caravan.
If you can call it that.
Oh my god. I should have
I'm
known.
just, I'm just checking evidence.
I should have known John would do this.
God damn it, John.
Nancy,
Yes.
Nancy, before we're
Yeah.
too far out, I want you to set a point on the map on your pit boy, exactly 50 miles away from the Archway. I want that to ping. I want that to beep on your wrist whenever at any point we pass that point.
You got it. She sets her Pip-Boy to do this.
Okay. It does take you the better moment of, I'd say, about 5-ish minutes to really figure out how the map functions of the Pip-Boy work.
Mm-hmm.
But you do place a marker on your map exactly 50 miles out of the Archwing.
What?
When we're coming back, if we're getting chased by something or we're on the run, you let me know the second your pit boy pings.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I would say the cart itself, you've been traveling for, I'd say at least 2 hours. No, 3 hours before you see the sky starting to get a little dark.
Should we make camp?
No.
Probably.
You sleep in the cart.
So you're going to make camp?
I say yes, and I am the boss.
I'm gonna roll a perception for any form of cover or shelter.
Okay.
Like a bombed out building, a crater, whatever it happens to be.
Okay.
What's my perception? My perception is a 0, so that is just a 12.
All right. For the most part, it seems like, because you're I'd say about 80 miles or so away from the Arcwing, so slightly outside of the emergency evac range. But it seems like up until the 50-mile mark, everything has been pretty scavenged and pretty barren. So anything that was in that area is pretty much taken and being used. After that, it's just been a lot of barren wasteland, a lot of rolling hills, some bombed out trees too. From where you are right now,
did we pass any highways or anything?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
From where you are right now, you do see a far off in the distance over the horizon, a small little bombed out town. Close by, you see a pretty big cluster of trees that really look like they're not, they're kind of packed together. So if you were to make camp there, it really looks like there's only one way big animals can get in.
Okay. If we go into town, I want light to be kept at a minimum. That's my stipulation.
I agree.
Whatever.
I'm gonna leave it to the choice between George and Nancy, but that's my statement. If we go to the town, light needs to be kept at a minimum.
And George is. I mean, you have a permanent overnight guard.
I'm aware, but if we don't get detected at all, that'd be great.
That's fine. Yeah, George is cool with going into the town.
Okay. So you're gonna make the move to go to the town?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. As you get closer to the town, it does take another good half hour to make it to the town. Because the Brahmin are not fast.
No.
When you start getting closer to the town, to where you're reasonably on the outskirts, you do see anyone who wants to look around, make a perception check.
I'm going to do a perception check.
All right. There is, I see it, John. That's a natural 20.
Oh boy.
That is a 19.
Mickle?
Sorry, I got distracted by a message. That is another flat 19. All right.
Oh, goody.
Cool.
We are just so perceptive.
Omniscient at the moment.
So,
If a death call farts in the woods, we hear it.
as you're getting closer to the town, the Brahmins are able to actually pick up the pace a little because you get to what seems like a blown out piece of asphalt and road. leading into the town. Everything past it is just blown away. But the town itself, the actual road is not in the greatest condition. There are pretty sizable potholes everywhere. The buildings themselves are just devastated. The taller buildings that seem to be skyscrapers, well, not skyscrapers, but, big buildings. More than 5 stories. Most, if not all of them, appear to be just toppled over onto another building. And most of the smaller buildings have kind of caved in. There are a few buildings that are still standing. A lot of the street lamps and everything that really surround, like, what would once be a part of the town have either melted or have just been blown away and are just no longer there. There are a bunch of cars on the road. Some of them seem to be trying to come out, like your direction, out from the town. As you pass by them, you see that there are skeletons inside, still gripping the steering wheel. Further on down the street, you see that there's an intersection that leads to what you could reasonably guess to be the center of the town, because it looks like there is a park on the far right side. So, like, the right corner of the intersection, it appears to be leading towards a park. And in that park, you see... Yeah, everyone rolled a 19. You see at least 10 shambling figures.
We got ghouls.
Do you think they're feral?
Probably.
Nancy takes out her pistol. Oh, yay. She
George,
doesn't aim it at anything yet. She just takes it out for the ready.
George, Nancy, bring the Brahmin behind the building.
will do.
I'm going to hop off the car and I'm going to start stealthing through the alleys.
They might not actually be hostile toward you.
Mm.
Feral ghouls typically are not hostile toward other ghouls.
Not the point.
I mean, that's fair. Like, we still have to be careful. I'm just saying you could probably be spotted and you'd be fine.
I mean, stealth attack bonus, though.
That is true.
I just think these characters know what this means.
I'm just like, that's one of my favorite things to do is, like, walk up behind your good buddy Jim, crouch, shoot him in the back of the head for the stealth bonus. Like, by all accounts, he should have known you were there. But it counts as a stealth bonus because he wasn't expecting it.
Because he trusted you.
I mean, to be honest, John, would you count that as a stealth bonus if you shot someone in the back who wasn't expecting it?
Yeah.
Like, even if they technically knew you were there?
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm rolling stealth.
Okay.
17.
And George and Nancy are trying to find a hiding spot for the Brahmin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should I roll perception for that?
Both of you roll stealth rolls.
Ooh. Alright, so that is a 16 plus.
Flat 18. The digital dice are favoring me today.
Those damn digital dice. Youngins and digital dice. So did you say that's agility? Or
That would be agility, yeah.
plus 3 to 16 is that's 19.
Alright. As you're traveling with the Brahmin, you do see going down side streets and alleyways that there are more shambling figures, but you're able to calm the Brahmin down enough to where they don't make enough noise, and both of you are pretty quiet. You come to a building that seems to be or what it previously was, is like a garage workshop where they worked on cars, and the door itself is open. Like there are two doors, two garage doors. One of them is closed and one of them is open. It appears to be empty in there and big enough to where if you wanted to put the Brahmin there, you could, or you could continue on and find somewhere else.
George is okay with this.
With going into the garage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, John, just an FYI, I've swapped out my normal ammo for hollow point at the moment.
Okay. It takes some, I guess, convincing the Brahmin to quietly get inside the garage. The carts themselves, you can pretty easily unhook them from the Brahmin and push them into the garage yourselves. It's more the Brahmin that give you a little trouble to go into the garage. But after a good minute or so, you're able to get both carts, both Brahmin, you and Nancy in the garage. So, the one door that appears to be closed is just closed. So if you wanted to open it, you could. And the other one, if you wanted to close it, you could.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
You just
George is going to try and... No, George is going to try and close it.
Okay.
Oh, I totally didn't realize I was mute during that time. Sorry. I was wondering why you guys weren't talking to me. John, can Nancy roll perception on the garage just to make sure there's no threats or possible threats in the garage?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna roll again. Last time I got a natural 18. Please help me. That's nothing is 15. Okay.
Alright.
Not an 18, but still okay.
Taking a look around the garage, there's nothing apparently dangerous inside. There's no ghouls inside. But you do hear some shambling and from the distance and near enough to where you can hear it, you do hear slow, like guttural.
Does George notice this? Or is it just Nancy?
George, roll perception.
If you want, yeah.
Alright. Preparing to roll perception. Jesus fucking Christ! That is another natural fucking 19. I'm gonna start screenshotting these if you want, because this is starting to get a little ridiculous.
Unless you get like 3 natural 20s in a row, then you know.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just gonna like delete the app and just be like, alright, something is wrong. The universe does not like me this much.
Yeah, you know. Right now, I will say that it is pretty much nighttime at this point, at least like 10 o'clock. So it is fairly dark. George, even while you're getting the Brahmin in as quietly as possible, you do hear the guttural sounds that are coming from, at this point, seemingly all around you.
Good.
And from the looks of it, the only entrance, there's like no back door to the garage. The only way in or out is through those garage doors.
Good.
So, what?
Nancy's gonna turn to George. Do you hear the noises?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna assume those are pharaohs, from what I know.
Yeah, that's a safe assumption.
I don't know. Should we stay here? I feel like we'd just be trapping ourselves.
Well, we are very well stealthed at the moment. We could try and get the jump on them.
But
John, you
how
said
much
there's
do you
like
think
10
would be-
around that main group in the center of the town?
There are 10 in the park that you've noticed.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know how many are in this garage with us.
And, well, George and Nancy, as you were going into the garage to find a place to hide, you did see more on side streets and in back alleys. So there are more. How many exactly, you don't know.
Good.
George, I don't feel safe about staying in here.
Well, we already closed the doors.
Well,
I
at
don't
this
think
point,
we
the door is
did.
still open.
Oh, the door's still
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
Nah, they're still open.
Do you want to close it?
No.
George looks at Nancy. Okay, well, judging by the number of ferals we saw on our way here, we are faced with the uncomfortable reality that one way or another, we are almost certainly going to have to fight ferals.
Well, yes. But I would rather not fight them in here because I feel as though we would be trapped. Does that make sense?
Well, on the flip side, this is one of the few buildings that seems actually intact enough that if we cleared it out, it would actually withstand. Plus, ferals aren't very bright. So if we manage to somehow kill the ones in here without drawing greater attention...
There are none in there.
Oh, there are none in the garage?
No, the garage itself is just a two-door garage. Like, more like an auto body shop.
Okay, what the fuck are we arguing about?
At this juncture, I'm going to just kind of real quickly I'm gonna try and ping her pit boy real quick with the radio. Just a quick psst.
Okay.
And I know they can't respond, but I'm gonna kind of whisper into the radio. Lower the volume on the pit boy.
So I received this message, John?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Pit boys can receive, they can't send. So with the volume lowered, I'm going to just kind of tell them, all right, I've got explosives. I can lure the group of them away from the main body of the town. Like hell, I could probably just walk out, like George said, place a grenade, or at least like huck it away from me a little further than I could throw it from where I am, and lure them away from you.
Nancy turned to George. Does that sound like a good option?
I suppose. As long as we seal the Brahmin in here first.
Now,
I'm gonna just kind of say back into the radio. Ping my radio twice, if you agree with this.
should we ping
Pit
them?
boy ping?
I don't know if you can. Can it?
We've already kind of established it as a thing that they could do, so...
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. Well, you could ping a signal. It can't send audio though.
Yeah.
Nancy's gonna ping you twice.
Okay.
Alright. I want just ping it 3 times when you want me to do this. And this is player to player. This is me telling you, take this moment to get into position.
Right. Alright, how do we want to do this? Do we want to... So there's no other way out of the garage other than the garage doors. So is there a building next to the garage if we, like, left the Brahmin in here, went outside and went into another building? Would that be okay?
There's a building attached to the garage.
But we can't go through it through the garage.
No, there's no
Right.
way in or out other than the garage doors.
So we've already gotten the Brahmin inside the garage, yes?
Yeah.
Alright, so we exit, we close the doors behind us.
All right, so you're closing the door behind you.
Yep.
But what do we do after that? Because what's our main goal here, essentially? Are we
Kill
just
the
trying
ferals,
to kill
apparently?
all the ferals?
I
Or do we
suppose
want to
so.
just try to make one significant area where we could sleep safely?
I mean, theoretically, we could just try to sleep in the garage, and if we were quiet enough. However, we are still going to have to, in the morning, somehow get past the ferals again, unseen, with the Brahmin. And ferals roam. So, knowing our luck, we'll wake up, open the door, and all the ferals will just be sitting on the other side like so. So right now, we're basically just we need to get rid of these ferals. They're either going to be a problem now, or they're going to be a problem later.
Right, but do we have to kill all of them?
Maybe. That really depends on, like, do any of us other than Lucas have quiet ways to kill things? I guess George has the claws.
Nancy is a ninja, but what I'm thinking is, let's leave the Brahmin in the garage.
Yep.
Go into the building. And John, how many stories are in the building attached to the garage?
The one next to you only has one floor.
Only has one floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a building somewhat close to that with more stories?
A lot of the ones around you are blown out and pretty ruined. There is one across the street that looks more like a supermarket that only has one floor as well, but it's a larger area.
I'm thinking we won't go to
What's
the
going through Josh's
supermarket.
head right now? You two shut the fuck up.
John just like, no, you should totally go to the supermarket. It'll be great.
No. I have a feeling if we go in the supermarket, there will be more ferals.
Almost certainly.
So let's just
Maybe
go into
glowing
the
ones.
next to the garage, get to the roof if we can, as quietly as possible, and scout out how many ferals are in the area that we can see.
We can try that.
And then go from a plan from there. And if we see Lucas, even better.
He's also still waiting on our word.
Yes, and we don't want to give
Again,
him the
player
word
plan,
unless
this
we're
is-
absolutely sure we know what we want to do.
Yeah. Like, essentially, I'm waiting by the, like, you saw me head off towards the park. I'm essentially by the park with explosives of some persuasion, as far as you guys are aware.
Mm-hmm.
One is a strong word. I just really, really, really don't like them.
So, are we cool with leaving the Brahmin in here?
George gives a half-hearted thumbs up.
Awesome. So once we leave them in here, we go inside the next door building and get to the roof and scout out the area, see if we can find Lucas, and go from there.
George gives another thumbs up.
All right.
Are you
John,
100% behind my plan, bro?
Honestly, Nancy, I am down for whatever.
Can it be said that I'm trying to at least keep some eye on where the hell they're going?
I'll say
Or are they too far out of sight for me to have any knowledge of it?
right now, if you stayed on the main street, you could still see them. You'd be far enough away where you can't hear them, but you'll at least see them.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah, so you want to just be on the main street then?
Yeah, I'm like ducked in an alley, but I'm like keeping an eye on both the park and them.
Okay.
You watch as Nancy and George sneak down the street. You realize George is doing a theme song.
Nancy smacks him. Shoulder.
George screams.
She ditches them all together and just leaves, abandons George.
Yep.
So are you going to try to go to the roof?
Yes.
Okay. Which one of you is closing the garage door?
George, I guess?
If that's cool with you, man.
All right. George, roll stealth.
Okay. Alright.
Please roll high. Please roll high. Please roll high.
Nancy, I'm telling you right now, this is going to go horribly. No matter how long you prolong it. That is another fucking natural 19.
Hallelujah.
It's weird because the natural 19 is the best possible thing other than a critical. So it's like, it's great, but it's not perfect. And that bothers me.
Are we not doing 19s as criticals anymore, or 19s as criticals are only for combat?
Mainly only for combat. There are only specific actions that it would be a critical.
Okay.
I did have a random question. Can criticals be used for anything?
Anything that is conceivable that you could use a critical.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't mean like, could George just declare, I use my crit to fly?
Well, it's more of like, for specific actions, like dialogue with players, you can't crit that. And like for sneaking to close a door, you can't crit that. So there are certain things that you can crit and conceivably do better at. So, but let me see. So you rolled a 19?
Yep.
You lucky bitch.
You
close the door.
You want to run that by me?
You close the door as slowly and as quietly as you can, because the second you start closing it, it makes that very old and rusted as you're closing it.
Little do we know, that was actually Biggins. He's making that noise.
He just didn't want to be left alone.
We never hear Biggins make any noise whatsoever. But occasionally we hear that.
What?
Not trying to cripple the party, but George.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What?
Still missing an arm.
Matt! What the fuck is the relevance of you continuously saying this? He's also missing a dick. You want to keep pointing that out every 2 minutes?
Oh no, I'm very well aware that he only has one arm, but I can say it's conceivable for him to slowly but surely close a garage door with just one arm.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask though, where's Truffles?
I'm gonna say Truffles is in the garage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So after a good 30 seconds of frantically moving the door about a centimeter, looking around frantically, moving it another centimeter, looking around frantically, the door closes fully, and it doesn't appear that you've alerted any ghouls.
Now I'm just imagining every single time George tries to move the door, Biggins is just like, eh! Like
Hold on 1 second,
watching.
guys. Gotta help my brother.
It's like Biggins is just watching like an eagle eye. It's like every time George touches the door. This is how Biggins gets his jollies.
So, John, I see them leave the garage and head into the next door building.
Yep.
Okay. At that, seeing them head up there, are there any 2-story buildings near me? Or, not near me, but near the park?
Near the park, there are a few that are still standing that you could, if you wanted, make your way through the inside to get up top.
Okay. I'm gonna continue stealthing. Do you want me to roll another stealth check?
Yeah.
Stealthity, stealth.
Ah, natural one.
Yes. No.
Yes.
20 total.
I will say it's fairly easy for you to make your way through a nearby ruined building that overlooks the park that you've seen. That the second story has the entire second story wall just blown out, so it's overlooking the park.
Okay.
Inside the building, there is a ghoul in there, but it doesn't really seem. It either doesn't seem to notice you or it doesn't seem to care about you enough to really become active.
I'm gonna load my normal ammo for a moment with my silenced pistol, and I'm gonna put the gun barrel almost directly next to its head and pull the trigger.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll damage, or is this just classifying as an execution?
You're using the hollow points?
I swapped out for the normal ammo for this.
Okay. I can say that it was a pretty quick execution.
Okay. And at that, with that kill, I just swap back out to the hollow points now.
Okay. That's a solid
And I
7
continue.
XP for you.
All right.
Lucas, level 20. George and Nancy, level 20.
I'm only level 12. I've only leveled up twice.
Let me look here.
George, I think you're level 12. Yeah,
Am
you're
I?
level 12.
Okay.
Although, to be
I
fair,
still don't like
Don't say it,
this
John.
XP system.
Don't say it, John.
Yeah, I already see it, Matt. I already do. Oh yeah, no, totally no difference at all. You piece of shit.
I'm sorry I'm effective.
Yeah, because you know how to build your fucking characters. I'm gonna make sure it's function.
Do you
like
hear
a
that,
mod.
John? Do you hear that, John? He's criticizing me for being good at the game.
I'm also kind of criticizing our system for really not giving luck or charisma useful perks.
oh, there will be.
So yeah, I'm up in the second floor, or whatever the top floor happens to be, overlooking the park, and I'm just waiting for the go-ahead from those two.
Okay.
George pings the radio approximately 7 times.
So, you two are going to try to make your way up to the roof?
Making my way up to the roof. Yes. The answer is yes.
Is Marina back?
Yes.
Probably
Can
not. Oh,
Can
yeah.
you hear me now?
No, she was back. I think you're muting yourself
Can
periodically,
you hear
right?
me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Not at all.
Alright, cool. Cool. Yes, up to the roof, please.
Both of you roll stealth.
Again. God damn it!
Yeah, it looks like you're in a ghoul-infested city.
So that would be agility, right?
Yep.
Alright, so 17 plus 3 is a 20.
Ah, boy.
Also, in case
Michael?
you don't believe me,
Natural 7 plus.
It
So that's it.
was gonna happen eventually.
Again, I did say one way or another it was going to be war. What happens with George? Do they hear his theme song?
Dude, I'm about to kill you. I rolled
Why?
5 times for 5 different ghouls. They all did 6 and under.
Oh
That's
my
so
god!
funny.
Yes! George falls flat on his face. There's a loud ruckus. No one responds.
So, George, seeing that there's a door to go to the second to go into the building, and that there is conceivably a way to get to the roof because the ceiling is just blown out, he opens the door. The door falls forward. The glass shatters everywhere, and he stands there frozen in fear. But nothing happens.
Meanwhile, Jeremy the Ghoul is just sitting there, mesmerized by a shiny pebble.
What it actually is that it's a Blue Star bottle cap.
Oh my god. It's fucking amazing. That is fucking amazing.
Oh my god. I feel bad for you, John. I've been there.
I'm real angry right now.
That's understandable. One DM to another. I feel ya.
Making my way downtown.
So,
Punching grass.
when you're on the roof of this building, it's not very fortified and it's pretty open. If you wanted to, you are able to leap to the roof of the garage, which does have a little bit of a raised thing for you to duck down below. Or you could stay on top of the what essentially amounts to a reception area for the garage. What would you like to do? Is not an answer.
These are my thinking
Good enough answer
sounds.
for me.
So we are on the roof.
Yep.
Can we see a lot of ghouls from where we're at?
I can see Lucas over there.
Well, I just want to know where you are before you roll for perception.
George
What do you
sees
want? You
Lucas.
just roll perception.
George sees Lucas. Waves. Hi, Lucas!
Nancy shoves George off the roof.
Yeah. He embraces death.
Takes both of his legs.
Yep. His torso falls. Well, this is a predicament.
This is
a
a
fire
pickle.
pickle. God damn it. We did it at the same time.
Where are we, George?
I'm gonna say George is fine with being on the roof of just the primary building.
Nancy's okay with that too.
All right, roof with no cover.
Never mind.
What?
Garage. Well, I mean, we're not exactly fighting ranged enemies, George says, remembering that reavers exist. Let's go with the garage roof.
Okay. Nancy follows.
All right. Both of you roll perception.
17!
Let's see if my dice are out to get me still. Or if they're going to go back to being my bestest friends. Oh, they're out to get me. I see. That is a flat 4.
Oh, God.
All right.
George
Nancy
thinks
has to be the boss.
George believes he smells burnt toast, and this briefly confuses him.
George,
Yes.
as soon as you jump onto the garage roof, you hear shambling around, and you're looking around frantically to try and find out where it is. Takes a good minute for you to figure out that the shambling is coming from inside the garage, and it's just the Brahmin moving around.
Good.
Nancy,
Yeah.
all around you, you can see that there are a
Mark,
fair
your
number of
faces.
ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them seem to just be aimlessly wandering around. Some of them are bumping into each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the supermarket. You can see at least 5 are walking past the front window,
Mm-hmm.
and further down the street, closer to where Lucas is, there is one ghoul. One ghoul in particular that its entire lower jaw is just gone, and it seems a lot thinner, and has it does have remnants of it used to being female, but it's kind of walking with its back arched backwards, just looking up in the sky.
Ugh.
I say we name that one Gummy.
I say we don't attack that one right away because it'll let out a guttural screech and alert the entire town.
I say we call it Gummy.
Can Lucas see Nancy?
If you look
Lucas
out
is-
the back window, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep an eye on them until they give me the go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
How
So
well
in
does
that
Lucas
case,
see me though? Because they didn't see exactly where I was.
At this point, Nancy. Well, because of the roll, Nancy does see where Lucas is. Not clearly enough to even make out if he's waving or not, but she knows where he is. Lucas, you can see George and Nancy pretty well.
Okay.
George, particularly conspicuous.
Nancy's gonna wave to Lucas to try and get his attention, and then gesture to the supermarket as if to say, "Throw the grenade in the supermarket."
He's down the street.
Oh,
I
he's too
can't
far
see.
from it.
I can't see that shit.
Nancy's doing sign language in Lucas's direction.
You tell him. So, let me get this as a player. You're telling me to huck the grenade at the supermarket
Throw a curveball.
instead of the bundle of guaranteed ghouls right next to me.
Can you do?
Which an explosion out in the open of the park will probably draw out more ghouls to the open area of the park.
So, as a player to my players, our strategy is to lure out as many ghouls as we can and just shoot them all in the park.
That's my idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Well, it's all near the park.
However, I feel like there's probably a lot hiding in the supermarket, so if we have leftover ammo after our kill fest, I would like to throw one in the supermarket, if you guys think that's a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah, I suppose.
Give me the go ahead to do my thing.
Alrighty, she's gonna hip you 3 times, or blip you.
Yep. George,
What is the term we're using for this?
George is fine with some good old fashioned feral ghoul genocide.
So John, they ping my radio, and I look out at the park, and I'm gonna take a handful of like 6 caps and hook them like towards the center to try and bundle the ghouls all together.
Okay. The caps do attract a good number of the nearby ghouls. Some of them do start coming out from the alley, but not. There aren't too many. There's at least 15 gathered there.
Okay. And I'm gonna take one of my frag grenades that I took from Hannah, and I'm gonna lob it towards them.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll perception to get it in its spot?
You don't need
Or-
to,
or-
because it's a cluster of 15 of them.
Okay. So yeah, I huck the grenade at this cluster of ghouls.
All right. As you throw the grenade to the ghouls, it clangs across the ground, and all the ghouls' attention is drawn to it, and they do start gathering around it. After a brief moment, there is a large flash of light, and the explosion can be heard rocking the building somewhat.
Okay.
A lot of the ghouls are like either sent flying, fall to the ground, and the ones immediately close by it, there are 4 of them. They just get their legs blown right off. But
Okay.
they're still moving.
Okay.
That does alert a lot of ghouls in the area, and the specifically the ghoul that has no jaw lets out a high-pitched screech that can be heard all throughout the surrounding area. George and Nancy, from your perspective, there is an explosion further down the road. You see ghouls go flying. You hear a ear-piercing screech. And from all around the alleyways and just running down the street, you see a lot of feral ghouls going in the direction of where the explosion was. And out from the supermarket directly across from you, another 15 ghouls just come shattering through the window.
Ooh.
They just start charging towards where the explosion was.
So glad we could go in there.
John, before we really get shit kicking off, can I make a perception check to try and pinpoint where the shrieking is coming from?
You can.
It's a natural 20.
All right. The Shrieker Ghoul is fairly noticeable, even in a crowd of, at this point, about 50 ghouls.
Okay.
You're able to pretty clearly pinpoint where it was, and from there you were able to see, oh, it might have gone that way, might have gone that way. There it is. So you do have eyes on.
Do you give me permission to fire a shot at it?
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't care.
Okay, but, well, I didn't know if you wanted me to hold off until a round was complete.
Well, that's technically the surprise round, and since there's nothing for them to attack, they're just kind of swarming.
Okay, then I'm gonna... is this gonna count as sneak attack since I don't know where the fuck I am?
Yep.
Okay. 22. No, 24.
24, that hits.
Okay. I need more dice. Give me a moment. And this is with the hollow point rounds.
Yep.
We decided those just give an additional +1 to their damage to fleshy targets. Alright. And John, because it's been a while, do we add our ability attribute to our damage total?
For
Or no?
which ability?
Our weapons. Like, so well, I'm using a gun. I'm using a pistol. So for me, it'd be agility.
Oh, for damage? No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll. Okay. I need a calculator. Give me a moment.
Oh my god, it's dead.
Oh, and Marina, this one's for you.
59 damage.
All right. You're able to shoot a hole straight through. Where conceivably its neck would be. It has stopped shrieking,
but it is still shambling around.
Alright. So, yeah.
Those
That's
look
my turn.
fun.
Yeah, those are ghouls.
They're
Did you use the
Like
good
the-
ghouls or the shit ones?
I mean, just look in the chat and find out.
I'm looking. Alright, yeah, it works.
So, at this point, the ghouls are frantically just growling and shrieking at whatever they can, but they don't really know where anyone is. So, what would you like to do?
I say maybe we should just start shooting them down.
Bear in mind, you guys don't have silenced weapons. I'm pretty sure George has explosives on him.
I'm looking. George has. Yeah, George has a bunch of dynamite and some grenades. I'm gonna say George hands Nancy a grenade,
Okay.
and as he does, he looks her in the eyes. Please, for the love of God, don't drop it on the roof with us.
Don't worry, I won't full of lead.
He looks her in the eyes. I would be pulling a caboose, darling. And then not my fault. Someone put a wall in my way. Anyway, yeah, I guess George tosses a grenade into the crowd.
Make a strength check. Because they are at the end of the street.
Better than Jesus. Net fucking 20.
Jesus Christ, Michael. I feel
George's-
like this app is weighted.
I mean, the last two rolls gave me were a 4 to 7. So, I feel like maybe.
So, with a very strong arm throw,
I'm gonna say George reels back like he's tossing a baseball.
okay. With a very strong throw, George is able to send the grenades sailing through the air and into the cluster of ghouls. It explodes like just before it gets into like the heart of the little cluster, but it does hit a good amount of them. Another explosion rattles the buildings. A lot of ghouls are sent tumbling over. Some of them, you do see limbs just go flying.
Good.
Yeah, a lot of them are still alive. Badly wounded, but alive.
George looks at Nancy. The time has come.
Alrighty. What am I rolling to throw the grenade?
Strength.
That is a 13.
Alright.
Plus, do I have any additions? Oh, why did the document close?
You have 0 strength.
Damn. Okay.
At almost have -1.
Add +7 strength for the blessing of Biggie.
Well, I mean, if you had the blessing of the Baba
Also, it occurs to me, is Biggie supposed to be named after like Biggie Smalls or something? Can we get him a tiny crown?
Oh my lord.
Just put
Also,
it like
John, just
slightly
FYI.
tilt on his head.
FYI, I just did some upkeep for our fucking staff for our fucking health and VATS points because, goddamn, we would have that shit back.
Yeah, it's fair.
And
yes, to answer your question, the tiny Brahmin is Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
I probably should have gotten that earlier.
Nancy, the grenade you throw does not go nearly as far. It goes about half the distance before just tumbling on the ground and exploding. Let me... Oh, goody. The explosion blows out a few windows in the surrounding buildings. And it does rock the nearby buildings again. When the ghouls turn to that explosion, some of them do see both of you standing on the roof, and
Yeah.
they start making a mad dash towards the garage.
Can George try to shoot into the crowd?
You can if you want.
George pulls out the double mag and goes.
Nancy
to make
pulls
a
up the
shot.
laser pistol.
Is Lucas going to start firing as well?
I've been firing. I have a silenced weapon.
That's a 16 plus. What would the bonus be for shooting again? It's been a while. Wouldn't that be agility?
Agility.
Yeah, so that's a 17.
Agility for pistols, perception for rifles.
Yep, that's a 17.
Alright. Roll for damage.
Alright.
Is this classing as a sneak attack still? Because I don't know where the fuck we is.
For you, it's a sneak attack.
Okay.
George rolled a 17 plus. What is the bonus for the double mag? That is 4. Yep, so that is 21.
Double mag has an aim bonus? What?
No, it has a hit bonus.
Yeah.
It does.
It's a damage bonus.
Yeah, he's rolling
That's
for damage.
Oh, okay.
He's already hit. He's rolling for damage.
Okay.
Alright. So what did you roll?
You rolled a 17 plus 4. So 21.
Okay. As you see ghouls starting to just dash towards the garage, you pull out the double mag and fire at the closest one towards you. You do just blow its brains out. 7 XP.
Yay!
But
I'm pretty
now-
sure at this point everyone is going to get experience for basically every kill.
Oh, that does remind me. Lucas, another 7 XP.
God damn it.
That means you by the explosions. Every single ghoul in that area is now starting to charge towards the garage.
John,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna huck a frag grenade.
All right.
Alright. Do you need me to roll, or is the cluster still close enough to me?
I would say you could have put it there. We're just going to charge. A strength check.
You got it. 17.
All right. You're able to get it pretty easily into the biggest mass of them that you can. The grenade blows up, and again, limbs go flying. A lot of them just go tumbling over and slamming into the walls. That is 35 XP.
Okay.
George, 35 XP.
Okay. Just give Nancy the XP, please.
She didn't make it.
God damn it. I don't
Alright.
like this system.
Meow.
This is not how it works in the games, god damn.
I'm just gonna put that there now. Thank you. It's gonna immediately funnel my points into agility.
No, in the games,
house rules go, well, not house rules. The rules go that normally whoever kills it gets the XP. House rules is usually the party, whatever damages it, get XP. And then there are other house rules where after only like big events do you level up. So there's no XP.
Well, in Fallout 4, which is what we're based on, if any of your companions kill something, you get the experience.
Yeah, but this is also an offshoot of D&D.
And Matt, does the party not get experience the same in D&D?
It depends on the style of XP system. For instance, your group, I use a milestone system. So generally, XP is not a factor.
We also haven't discussed experience from quests, have we?
Your reward from quests is money and supplies.
It's okay. I don't mind. Thank you, though. Now, can Nancy start shooting things?
Yeah. Roll the hit.
Sweet. Yes! Oh. That is a 12 plus, this would be agility because it's a pistol, yes?
Yeah.
Plus 3 is 18. And then it says plus because I'm using the pistol that George gave me. Is that added damage?
That's damage.
Okay, so it'd be just an 18.
18 to hit, that hits.
Sweet. Am I rolling a d20 for damage?
Yep.
That's a 10 plus 2 is 12. And does that take out some of the ammo from that pistol? Is that why there's a 12 out of 12 on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So would that make it 11?
Yes, but we're
Yes.
not keeping super close attention to that.
Okay, should I just leave it as 12 then?
I mean, if you want to pay attention to it, that'd be helpful, but... I mean, if you had a pump-action shotgun, I'm not going to allow you to just start blowing away zombies and just never reload.
Right.
This ain't Doom.
Exactly.
So, it's 11 now.
Nancy,
Yes.
as you fire your laser pistol, the laser just bores through the head of one of the barrels, and it just starts turning to ash.
Ooh.
7 XP.
Yes.
Does myself and Matt and Michael get XP for that specific one, or no?
Oh, yes, you do, because it was damaged by the explosions.
Ooh.
Both of you 7 XP.
Cool.
So, the ferals have gotten pretty close to the garage. They're not at the point where they're like starting to climb up it, but there is a pretty sizable mob at the garage right now. So,
Should we throw more grenades?
That's an option. Granted, if they're almost at the garage, I'd rather not blow up the cows.
And my dog.
Eh.
Now, what do EMP grenades do, specifically?
Matt dropped again.
I got
EMP
him.
grenades stun. EMP grenades stun or mess with the functionality of machines.
machines and technology.
Yes.
So this
So-
would not help us.
No,
No,
Sorry about that.
It would put George out of the fight, raising the team's efficiency dramatically.
So yes, Nancy, throw that EMP.
I'm good.
Aim directly for George's face.
Just shove it in his mouth.
Holy Lucas.
Oh, Larkus.
Ooh, I have a question.
Generally not a good idea.
Pharaohs like fire. How do pharaohs like fire?
Probably about as much as any other organic creature.
Cool. So if I took isopropyl alcohol,
Use our medical supplies as a weapon.
just one, and besides I have 6 stim packs, I think we'll survive.
Oh no.
And 3 yellow syringe of medics, whatever that is.
That's morphine. Please do not throw the morphine at the pharaoh.
Yeah! It stabs into one of them. It gets busted.
He just throws it at the ghoul. I felt bad for hurting you.
Oh god, why?
So if I threw that alcohol on top of the crowd, and then, I don't know, light them on fire with something. Anybody got anything to light these bitches on fire?
Hint, you have a laser pistol.
Yeah.
Ah, the laser pistol can be used as the fire. Gotcha. So, John, can I do that?
If you want, yeah.
My fellow players, how do you feel about this? Do you think
It's
this
your
is...
decision.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to throw one of my alcohols. Would this be agility or strength?
Isopropyl alcohol.
Strength? Okay.
Strength.
That's a 16.
Alright. You pull out the alcohol from your bag. Something in the back of your mind tells you, don't throw the medical supplies, as you're throwing the alcohol at the large group of ferals. It slams into one of
your
them.
mind. You ignore it. It's you should.
It slams into one of them, and the alcohol spreads to a lot of the surrounding ghouls.
Cool. Now can I shoot it with fire?
You most certainly can try.
Yay!
You're welcome to attempt.
That is an 18.
But you're gonna
Plus
say 8.
agility is 3. That's a 21.
Good news, everyone. I rolled an 8.
Oh gosh.
Alright. With a single blast of your laser pistol, you do once again bore through the head of one of the ferals, and immediately almost the entire horde is engulfed in flames. And they have stopped charging at the garage, but they're all frantically flailing and sprinting around. Like, they've just scattered.
Wonderful.
7 XP to everyone.
Woo!
Yay!
I'm assuming that would just be general tick damage for a bit.
Yeah, you know.
Cool.
Alright, George.
This rate, I'll level up.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Uh,
You gonna sing, you gonna serenade them?
George, hold on 1 moment.
It has been a month.
Okay. I've been trying to find the perk sheets where we listed the perks. I can't seem to find them. I don't know if I still have it or not. But George, I'm just looking to see if George has something to light a fire with. He does have a laser pistol. Or wait, does he?
No, you gave it to Nancy.
Oh. Alright. Is it safe to assume George has some means to light the sticks of dynamite?
Yeah, I could say pretty easily.
Alright, yeah, George is going to light and toss a stick of dynamite.
I thought you had a lighter.
He probably does. He probably just didn't put it in his inventory, because I feel like a lighter probably doesn't take up a full space.
No, not really.
Can we just assume everyone, for whatever reason, has a lighter somewhere?
I know Lucas and George would. I don't know about Nancy. What do you say, Nancy?
Would you have a reason to have a lighter?
I feel like if she was gonna leave her house for possibly the last time to go God knows where, a lighter would probably come in handy.
Okay. So conceivably, they all have lighters.
Yay!
Yay!
Right.
It's a rudimentary light source, and also it means to light explosives. Speaking of which,
Currently
George,
lighting an explosive.
George rolling a strength.
Yep.
That is a 15. Is he adding his agility?
No, you don't have
Oh, wait, yes, strength. I'm dumb. Yeah, no, it's a flat 15.
Alright. With another huck, the dynamite goes into the largest cluster that you can find. This explosion is a lot bigger than the grenade. It does blow out most of the remaining windows on any of the surrounding buildings, and it does rattle the buildings something fierce. Lucas, even you feel it like down the street. It's not too terrible, but you still feel the impact.
Yeah.
That is 63 XP to everyone.
I'm definitely leveling up today, y'all.
Alright, I need that perk sheet.
So, hold on. I gotta write down things.
I'm looking at the perk sheet.
63.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was about time for everyone to level up.
Yeah, I figured at least, like, if we accomplish a major quest, it might be nice to get, like, just a free level up.
So, my agility is now an 8.
So I have 35 XP left over for when I level up.
Yep.
So now I'm a level 12?
Yes.
We didn't put her at the same level that we were when she joined?
She joined when you were a level 11.
Oh.
35?
Wait, what? Then how is she... Never mind, I'm being dumb.
So now how many points can I distribute into each thing?
I believe you get 3.
3?
How many do we get for leveling
You
up?
get 2 points for leveling up. The Fast Learner perk just lowers the XP that you need to level up.
Okay.
I'm actively looking for the...
Oh, to, like, unlock a perk. Okay.
So I can distribute 3 points into any of the categories?
No, you get 2... You get 2, points when you level up. If you transfer both of those points, you can level up one of your special stats. Otherwise, you can use those points from leveling up to essentially buy a perk.
Oh, I see.
So you can either take both points for one special stat, or stockpile them for a perk you want.
Is there a perk I want?
You can't check.
It is not.
Where's the perk sheet?
Yeah, I'm working on that too.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Hold on. I swear to goodness.
Yeah, I can't find it either.
Found it.
What's it called?
Fallout D&D racial and perks.
How do
See, I
not have
searched.
that?
Yeah, I don't have it either.
I don't have that. That's so weird.
Why is this only shared with one person?
I
Oh,
don't-
wait, hold on. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm. You want to share it with us, friend?
The answer is no.
Good.
Alright.
Wait, is it shared with us?
Hold on. Yeah.
Marine.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I remembered I shared the page with Brian a while back. So it's a good thing that I had that saved.
Yeah.
Because you apparently can't find it either, John.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is
Yeah.
dumb.
So yeah, there's the link in the chat, by the way.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
I also know my phone is about to be a 10 battery. So
Good. Wonderful. Oh.
It is 10:45. This game kind of late.
okay, I have a dumb question.
Mm.
Or, well, not necessarily a dumb question, but a question that I should not have to ask. Why do we not have Animal Friend? That's just
Animal
not-
Friend is-
It's not under Charisma or Intelligence, which it should be under Charisma. I don't see it anywhere else.
Isn't Animal Friend the one where if you're a high enough level, animals just kind of walk away from you?
Max level, you befriend them. They become a temporary companion.
Yep. So, like, first level is some animals, like, have a chance to ignore you. Second level, all animals will ignore you. And third level, you... Oh, wait, no. At second level... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that's what it was. At first level, they ignore you. Second level, you can give them, like, rudimentary commands. And at 3, you can just be like, you're mine now for a while.
That would be a higher end charisma.
Mm. No, we can sort that out later. Do we want to... Is it possible for us to table it at this point?
Mm.
Table to level up.
No. We'll table the level up and table the session for now.
You don't want to finish this ghoul encounter?
We can try.
I mean, just keep hucking grenades and you'll end sooner or later. You cut them down more than half.
Not bad, team.
I mean, the way things are going, there's a strong chance we'll level up again.
Oh. Oh no. Oh well. Here goes my water.
No. Agua.
Not my aguas.
Z.
So, John, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any of them that are close enough for another grenade, or would I need to huck it with strength?
You would need to huck it.
Okay. 18.
Alright. You're able to hit a pretty large cluster of them.
Woo! Grenade.
Lucas gets 400 experience. And a blowy.
That would be 77 XP to everyone.
Oh my god.
Well, that is a second level up. Literally the turn after I said we might level up again.
We gotta do math again. Alright, so 77 XP.
The cost of power. Oh. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man. Go fillet that clown. I said, young man.
He is pinning you down. Oh wait, he is trying to rape you. Bum 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 penetration.
Okay, alright. Nope. Nope. I refuse this reality.
Alright, so I'm now level 13 with 38 points in my thingy.
I'm level 14, so I have to keep track of... I got 4 points now. What level would you say we want to have animal friends to require?
For charisma?
Yeah.
At least 7.
Okay, well, I guess George is putting his charisma up to 7 then. So that's +3 for 7, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
George,
gonna wait
no.
till after this encounter to start doing points and perks.
Yeah, that's fine. I just know what George is building towards, so I figure I'd do it now. He's not gonna be able to get what he wants yet, anyway. Actually, I might. You know what? I'll take that back for now because I want to more seriously look at stuff
All right.
later. So I'll just put him back to 5 for now.
Nancy, you are up.
Alrighty. So, how many ghouls do we got left? Where are they at?
Right now, a lot of them are just smoldering on the ground. As you can see, there's really only like 10 left.
Okay. So party. Players. Question. I have 6 stem packs. How many do each of you have?
None of us have been hit. What are you trying to do right now?
Because I'm saying if I use the alcohol again, how would you guys feel about that?
They're already on fire. More fire isn't going to make them hurt anymore.
But they could be.
Oh wait, the 10...
Nancy would like to put gauze on George's severed arm.
Oh, Jesus.
The greatest medical expert.
So, the 10 that are left are already on fire?
Yep.
I see. She's gonna turn to George. You got one last grenade, friend?
George very, very uncomfortably hands her a stick of dynamite.
Oh, fun. Nancy's gonna light the sucker on fire and throw it at the 10 left.
All right. That is a strength check.
Alright. Woo! The 20!
Oh boy.
A ghoul whose mouth happens to be open.
It slides down the throat of the shrieker.
Oh my god. Ah. There's confetti as it explodes. It happened to have been an employee at a party store.
So as Nancy hucks the dynamite with all of her might, it pretty much embeds itself into one of the barrels. And as it's running around from being on fire, the stick of dynamite blows up, and the the feral that it lodged into just turns into little bits.
You jibbed it.
Yep.
Wait, what does that mean?
You turned it into giblets.
It's dead.
Oh, great.
That
How about
is
its friends?
Oh yeah, no, they gone.
48,000 experience.
70.
Jesus, mother helping Christ. George is leveled.
Hold on. I need to do math again.
I mean, it's basically just been consistent levels. Oh my god. Alright, cool. Great. Oh, Jesus.
Feel confident with your level ups.
We're gonna
I
need
mean, I feel like this is not going to end well.
You don't know that.
Okay.
I feel like I do.
Lucas now has a 4 in endurance. He's one of few durable ghouls. Rocking an AC of 19.
So I looked at the sheet a minute ago, and it is already not here anymore. Like, it doesn't even show up in my recent, recently opened. It's just not there.
That's weird.
It's not listed as shared with me. Like,
Is
literally...
return email capital or lowercase, J?
Lowercase.
My recommendation, probably just when we get it this time, just copy it.
Oh, I already downloaded it as a Word document.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste it in a notepad document or something.
Marina,
I am going to make changes to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll
is
just
your
have to
Gmail account? Actually, it doesn't fucking matter, right?
No.
Yeah.
If you're sharing it with me, probably.
Take it.
Well, I'm going to send it to everyone in 20 minutes.
So for leveling up 3 times, I get 9 points? Question mark?
6.
Oh, because it's 2 each
One
time?
level up is 2 points.
Okay. Even if you're a fast learner?
Fast learner.
Just decreases the amount of XP needed to level up.
Wait.
Oh.
What? So, ooh, does that mean Nancy should be a higher level than she currently is?
No.
No.
Well, how much? What was her capacity at? What did
90.
she?
90?
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
It's
that
not
wouldn't have
too
made-
much.
Yeah, but there are levels to fast learners, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And humans automatically start out with level 1 fast learner.
How high can we get in a stat?
10.
10. Without bumps. that is.
Naturally, you can only get a 10 in one attribute.
Right. How much do you guys recommend, or what things do you guys recommend I put points into?
I would say, just because you said you wanted to be a medic, I would say intelligence. However, agility would probably make you more effective in combat. So,
I have a 7 in agility and a 3 in intelligence. Should I bump that up to 5 intelligence?
that could work.
You can't bump that to 5 intelligence. How many points do you have?
Probably 6.
Okay.
Because we
I
both
thought you
leveled up
hold
3
on,
times.
hold on. I thought that she had already been spending her points.
No.
No, she actively said she was waiting until the session was over.
So, how many would be in my bonus if I have a 5 in intelligence?
2.
Okay. So now I have 4 points left.
What?
Because I have 6 originally.
It takes 2 points to level up a special stat once.
Yep.
So you have 2
Oh. So I
Sorry.
have 2 points. Understood. Would that be in skill points then?
No.
Okay.
Your special attribute. Yeah, it's skill points.
So now I have 3 skill points total.
Yep.
Because, wait, how many points is equal to how many?
You used 4 points. If you had 6, you just used 4.
Mm-hmm. And now, does 1 point for stat equal a certain amount of points for skill points, or are they the same?
No, okay. Marina, to level up any of your special stats, strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck, to level up any of those one time, you need to use 2 skill points.
I understand that.
What's the confusion?
What's the confusion here?
How many skill points do I have if I use the remaining 2 points?
None.
You would have 1, because she did have 1 left over.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you'd have 1 left.
So right now you're at 3.
Okay, so I did that right. Whew. Okay, that's just making sure. Thanks, guys.
Alright. So is that where we would want to end here?
I think so.
Oh boy.
Good job, guys. We took down an entire town of barrels with explosives and fire.
There used to be people at one point.
Yeah, so were a lot of people that we killed.
We're
This is
just
true.
violent psychopaths.
Heartless, really.